spooky friends, and welcome to another episode of Storytime with the Scary-ish Podcast.
Woo!
I'm Robin Grace, and this is Adam Diaz.
Hello.
And we're here to read you guys some of our homegrown horror. Adam, tell us, what is a homegrown horror?
It's a spooky, scary, maybe funny, maybe horrific, paranormal, spiritual, coincidental, or anything of that nature, maybe even true crime. Story that is sent to us by our wonderful listeners. And man, I really like reading these. We're going to be reading 6 this week instead of 4 because we had...
Six.
Wow, way to go straight to the devil number. 6, 9. No, seriously, 6. Because 4 of them were really short, and we're like, let's pick the next 2. The next 2 were decent lengths. We figure that'll make for around the same length of show.
There's an echo, apparently.
Nothing I can do about it. I would not know why there would be an echo, so I guess you can do the rest of the intro, and I'll try and troubleshoot something.
Okay. Cool. Did you already go over what a homegrown horror is?
I literally just did all that while you were sitting there.
Okay, cool. So, if you folks have any of your own homegrown horrors, please feel free to email us at storytime@scarish.com and let us know. Well, not let us know, but send us your stories, because we would love to tell the rest of our spooky friends. Maybe it's the desktop audio, because the desktop audio is going off at the same time.
No, that's how that always is.
Oh.
So you could just vamp.
All right.
This is the worst vamping in the history of time.
I was
dude.
literally reading. Why don't you calm your titties?
It was all quiet.
So the hamburger asked if one of us have the steam up in the office. The stream up in the office. There's nothing on in the office. I mean,
No, we have
my
no audio in the
iPad's
office.
going, but it's silent. So I don't know. Not sure.
Is the echo still happening? Because I just changed the only setting that it could really possibly be. Because there's only 2 microphones in this room.
Hello, candy-coated glitter, for being with us for the first time.
Wouldn't make sense for
It's
it to have
normally
an
not
echo.
this, not this like. Normally it's a smooth show, and we're into the stories by now.
Every time we do a different stream, something fucks up. Like by the time we come back, so there's just seriously no reason it should be echoing. Hopefully that the echo has gone away. If it's still happening, then there's really like all we can really do at this point is shut it down and turn it back on and hope it fixes it.
Yeah, it says it's still happening. I don't know. Let's see. Scrolling down. Oh, maybe the camera's hearing it too.
The camera's supposed to be muted. It's literally set to mute in here. So tell us if it's still happening, and that might take care of it.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Is it fixed?
Yeah, look at this. Camera is set
Sweet.
to off.
All right.
So, okay, cool. It's fixed. For
right,
whatever
cool.
reason, this was set to not record audio, and it was kicking it out anyways. Thanks for that, Streamlabs. So, cool.
Man, my face looks pasty. All I did was put on eyeliner, and my face is so pasty. Oh, my Lanta. Okay, so,
So we
do
got-
you want to go first, or do you...
Let's do a little bit more intro, so that way when I cut this up, it's not me ending the homegrown horror explanation.
Cool.
And then there's, like, nothing after that. So,
I mean,
yeah.
I did tell them to send us their homegrown horrors.
Did you?
Yes.
I didn't hear that. I was troubleshooting. What's up? How you guys
Oh
doing?
my god, fucking...
It's a really, really
You read
bad day
first.
so far.
Go, read.
We have to actually say something that I can edit into the episode.
Oh my god.
So,
Okay.
so am I going first, or are you going to go first?
Why don't you go first?
Cool. That sounds like a lot of fun. This has definitely not been a heavily edited episode already. So, my first email is called The Porcelain Rabbit and the Weeping Angel, which is a pretty good subject line, I'm not going to lie.
I love Weeping Angels and Doctor Who, so I'm curious as to how this is going to go.
I am too. All right, so here we go. It starts out like this. Wow. It starts out like this. Hello, Robin.
Hello.
That's it.
Oh.
Well, I'm reading it, so I guess I get to participate a little bit. I have 2 stories for the podcast. One is super
I thought you were
sad.
going to read the whole thing and cry.
No.
sounds. Okay.
One is super sad and one is kind of funny. The first deals with death of a pet, so yeah. When I was 10, I had a pet bunny named Chip. He was wild but so lovable. About a month and a half after we got him, I had a dream. I was standing in a long stone hallway, almost crypt-like, and holding a porcelain statue of a bunny. Then a loud sound frightened me into dropping the bunny. I began to cry and try and piece it back together. When I awoke that morning, Chip was dead in his
That's
cage.
so sad.
That is super sad.
And they only had him for a month.
A month and a half. mean, you just cut off 33% of the time that they spent with that rabbit. Just saying.
That's sad.
I wonder if like there was ambient noise in the background that you normally hear when you sleep of the rabbit, like either breathing or kicking or doing something. And because it was so quiet, your brain like kind of picked up on the ominousness of the silence. And so it inspired this nightmare that wound up being totally what happened.
It just sounds like some Game of Thrones thing, like the trailer where they're in the crypt.
And they see their own crypt.
Right.
They see their own statues.
Yeah.
Every one of those characters survives.
Yeah, that's just what that reminded me of. I don't know. Anyway,
Right
continue.
on. It goes on to say, now to lighten the mood, a story about my shitty brother. That's funny.
Those are the best. Not that I have a brother, but I mean, you know what I mean.
Shitty siblings are the best. As a child, I was and still am terrified of the monsters in the dark. My room was rather large with a bunk bed in the middle. I usually slept on top. So, okay, the bunk bed itself is in the middle of the room. Got you. I was like, I've never seen a 3-tiered bunk bed. That sounds amazing. I usually slept on top. After watching the episode Blink from Doctor Who, which left me with a feeling that can only be described as, I went to use my bunk bed and calmed myself down. Just as I was about to sleep, my light flicked on. I saw my brother in the weeping angel pose with his hands on his face.
So he's like,
so for those of you who don't know, the weeping angel pose is to take both of your hands and cover your face with them like you're covering your eyes. Kind of like what you would look like if you were like crying, like, and you covered your face with your hands.
It's just like this. It's just, I mean,
listeners
the
can't see you. That's why I'm trying to describe it with my words.
Okay, cool.
So that's what the pose is. The light flicked off, then back on. He was about 2 feet closer to me now.
That's terrifying.
Needless to say,
How was he flipping the light on?
I'm sure they're about to tell us.
Okay.
Needless to say, I was freaked out. Again, the lights flickered and he got closer. A final time, the lights flickered, but he wasn't in my sight. I was freaking out. Then my brother shot up into the field of view with a pumpkin skin-tight mask on and yelled. I shrieked at the top of my lungs. He and my sister, who was manning the lights, began laughing hysterically. That's fucking awesome. Not for you, but that's really great. Hope you enjoyed this, and thank you to Ghost Mom for editing this. I love the podcast, and you are awesome. Keep it up. Much love, Serena.
That's super sweet.
Thank you so much, Serena, for sending
it in.
Thank
you so much. I think your brother's hilarious.
Shout out to Dre, who just subscribed for the 5th month. Message was, you all rock with a heart. Thank you, Dre.
Thank you so much.
You rock. I will say, like, as much as shitty brothers suck, they usually have some really good pranks to get played. Like that one where the people thought the doll was attacking them and the doll kept being thrown at them.
Yeah.
And then the recap of what
They're
actually
smart
happened.
Tricks. But did they explain how the light was flickered?
Yeah, they did. How do you not pick up on this stuff?
Sorry. I was too focused on the fact that prank was hilarious.
He said, at the end of it, she said, he and my sister who manned the lights began laughing hysterically.
Got it.
So I wonder if there was like a remote that the person was using, or if they were like reaching their hand in and flicking it on and off, and you were so scared you didn't notice.
I mean, the other sister must have been out, like in the corner. I'm imagining a room kind of like Annabelle Creation. Or is that the one that we went to see? Annabelle Creation, right?
Yes, we went to see Annabelle Creation.
Where it's the bunk bed, and then the door with the light switch is right here. And so you're looking this way. Someone's on the other side with their hands touching the light switch or something. You know.
So you're saying the brother must have been in the room on one side, the opposite side of the light switch.
Right.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. I would say always check the light switch to see if someone's messing with you, but I'm sure you already learned that lesson. So good stuff. Thank you for sending that in. We appreciate it.
All
right, let's check in with you spooky friends and see what you folks had to say besides your audio sucks. Adam, why the fuck did you fuck this shit up? Sorry about that, guys. I'm glad we got it fixed.
All right. So hello, everyone.
Anyone who's counting, that was 2 fucks. Just saying. Wasn't that many. There's one more than normal, basically.
Okay. All right. So you can tell we're kind of like today. Well, this whole week is gonna be a little crazy. Monday was crazy trying to get the episode done. Today was kind of, for me at least, a little bit of a rush to get home and actually eat dinner, and then did not have enough energy to try and do my makeup.
Yeah, it's been honestly, guys, it's been a crazy week. Monday we recorded the episode. We recorded fairly late. We were done recording at like 1:30ish.
It was more like 2.
It was like 1:30 to 2. I edited the episode. When we record, like, you'll see me doing this when we're recording. If you haven't noticed it already, I'm about to spill the beans. You guys can peek behind the kimono. I used to have ours.
Kimono?
It's just a saying. You can Google it.
Stop
always making me explain this thing while I'm in the middle of saying something.
Why can't you just say curtain?
Sure, peek behind the curtain. All right. Anyways, so I usually have the stream deck up here. I've started putting it down here because this is where my tower is, so it's kind of more out of view and looks a little bit more natural. But when we make a mistake in the audio that's going to be released, I press a button down here and it puts a mark on our track, so I know when I go back, hey, listen to this spot because you need to fix something here. So if I don't get a mark in, that's how stuff like burps wind up in the episode or awkward silences. It's usually because something happened and we took a brief pause. I try and get all of those, and I do an okay job at doing it. What happened on Monday was that I did the edit. There was 56 marks, which isn't bad for around a 2-hour show. Everything was ready to go. And I don't know who of you have listened to the episode from Monday, I guess Tuesday, but I added in a sound effect when they were talking to the monk of like this really peaceful, serene music in the background. It was a 12-second sound effect. And once I was done editing the episode, I went to drop that in at the right spot, and it froze the editing software, and I had not saved. And for whatever reason, I think it's because I got this new computer and downloaded Reaper, and it didn't save my profile settings, at least most of them. Autosave wasn't on. So the audio did get saved. Shout out to Emanon, who just cheered
Thank
with
you so
1,000
much.
bits. We appreciate that, man. But yeah, so I had to redo the entire audio edit without any marks. So I basically had to go through and try and take out
It was a bit
everything.
it was crazy. I don't think he wasn't done until a little after 4:30.
Yeah, I got to
was
sleep at
insane.
5 a.m. and I had to get up to go to work at 7. So yeah, then yesterday we had some running around to do. I got out a bunch of Christmas decorations because we're still not done with them.
Yeah, we had to do some last minute Christmas shopping.
I stayed up until I was gonna go to bed like right away. I wound up staying up until like midnight last night. I was gonna say last night twice in a row, and then today I came home. And that was the other thing we did yesterday is we set up a possible different streaming setup.
So yeah, we my sister came over. She kind of helped us with this new arm thingy-majig that we can hold the camera on.
So you're just gonna spill all those beans,
Oh,
huh?
sorry. Anyway, hopefully it's gonna be cool. We haven't really figured out all the little small details yet. We're still working on the movie podcast. I mean, there's so much.
We got
there's a lot.
the biggest details of this other thing that we want to do soon. We're gonna do a test run and then we'll let you guys know. But it'll be fun to do. And now we have the tools to do it. We have literally everything we need to do it, and that's very, very exciting. But yeah, we were working on that yesterday instead of sleeping.
Yeah.
So, anyways, let's read what you folks had to say, and then we'll get into our next email. First person in either stream chat was Yesenia and said, "I'm here." EJ's family said hi, and Radio Killer said, "Finally made it early."
Welcome.
Aljabar said, I have become early, gang." EJ's family said, "LOL." Aljabar said, "I usually join in on the last story, so I'm proud of myself."
Thank you for coming on early.
We're proud of you too. Good work.
143 AM is back with us. It's been so long.
Yeah,
we
thank you
haven't
for joining
heard
us,
from
143
you
AM.
or Jang Me in forever. It's been
Yeah.
a while.
Aljabar
let's
said,
see.
"You guys are echoing," which is, I'm glad we got that
Yeah,
fixed.
it's getting into the echo area.
Yeah.
Laura Ann says, "It's so cold. Luckily, I'm crocheting a blanket on top of myself." I wish I could crochet a blanket. The biggest thing I've ever crocheted is a scarf, and then my niece lost it.
Aw. Etzley says,
like,
"Yellow,
no."
yellow, my guys, Gala, and non-binary pals." That's hilarious. Etzley also heard the echo. Lots of folks did. Aljabar said, "The echo adding a ghostly effect. LOL." That was totally the intention. It was a skit we ran. We hope you guys all got it. That was our theater for you.
Then it gets to the part where everything gets fixed. And then Emanon asked what the names were underneath the December donation goal. So with the ticker, that's literally every person that has ever
It's
donated.
cash.
Yeah,
It's people that have donated cash.
through
I can
our
try and edit the
donation
ticker
link.
to see if it'll work with bits, but I have to manually update this one with bits because for whatever reason, bits don't drop into that goal. It only drops into our cup.
The little cup.
The cup. I was pointing at our screen.
The cup.
So that's what's going on with that.
Cup.
There is something on Twitch, though, that shows you like the leaderboard of who has donated the most bits. That
Really?
should be on there. At least that's on there every time I go to Twitch. And I've seen it before. I saw that I think Connor and Emanon are our top two.
Aw.
Blanca Bella said, "Hola. Thank you for joining us." Lots of folks said, "Hola" back. We fixed it. Everyone celebrated. The peasants rejoiced. You're not peasants. It's just a saying. Vivian joined us, said, "Hiya." Lots of hiya's back. Carlos Mendoza is also here. Lots of people saying hello as they enter the stream.
Nice.
I'll let you take over, and I'll see if I can get bits to run on that thing.
Okay. Laura Ann says, way more sensitive to animal death than human death. And the Snark says, "I cry at fantasy characters and especially animals, but not people." I think maybe that's I think that's normal. Some people are just more attached to different things, and it doesn't necessarily make you wrong. I mean, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, it just depends. Like, I don't really cry for, like,
Argentina.
characters, shut up. I don't really cry for characters unless it's like a really touching, well-written plot. But yeah, I've gone to a lot of funerals and cried, so I won't try and say like, yeah, I don't cry for people like I do.
Cry at weddings, even though even if I don't know the person very well, weddings just make me cry. I don't know why. Yeah.
It's because folks are really happy. It's like good times. You're watching some of the best times in someone's life,
right?
And it's really nice.
And then movies, I always like Korean dramas, dude. I don't know why.
Overwatch trailers.
Overwatch. Oh my gosh, we were at BlizzCon this year, and the Overwatch 2 cinematic. Or no, what was it called? 0 Hour.
Yeah.
The 0 Hour cinematic played, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm ugly crying because it's just all these people that you love in Overwatch, and they're saying, I'm gonna cry again, but it's just they're saying their like signature lines, and they're at like opportune moments, and it's just.
You legitimately thought someone was going to die in the trailer, too. I thought Winston was going to die for sure.
I thought May was going to die.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought May was the obvious choice, and then I thought Winston was sacrificing himself, and I was like...
And then Mercy comes, and you're just like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's a good trailer.
It's just really good.
But yeah, we totally understand the whole, like, having, like, fictional things affect you more than, like, actual things. Vivian says, did I miss the Jizz Tree PSA? We didn't do a Jizz Tree PSA. We're going to let that fall back in the past. We did have someone
until the future when it's back again.
Yes, until someone brings it back up, and once we get to the Jizz Tree emails, which will happen in about 2 months. So
okay. All right.
Vivian said, "Hey, you guys made your December goal. Congrats! Thank you. We got
a lot. Happy. We got
a lot of donations from Emanon recently. We got a lot of donations during our
to Emanon and Connor.
Yeah.
You guys are so awesome.
They're definitely the top
generous.
donors, without a doubt. Thank you so much. There have been other donors, and you can see some of the names up there. Some folks have donated us bits. We actually got a lot of donations during the video game live stream, which was really cool.
Yeah, we did a video game live stream on Saturday. You guys can check it out on YouTube. We played Silent Hill 2. It was interesting.
We picked up some new followers, which was really cool.
Yeah.
I hope they're not tuning in like, why the fuck aren't they playing video games? I don't want to listen to them. I don't want to see them. I want to see Video James.
But it was really fun because neither of us have played Silent Hill 2 before. I think we might play again this weekend if you guys want to tune in this weekend.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Perhaps. Perhaps. It's a song by Cake.
Oh.
Aljabar said, I had a question for you guys. Do you have or do you know someone that had a weird phobia? I think arachnophobia is my only phobia.
Though.
It's not. It's normal, but it's still like. Yeah, let me rephrase that. It's common. It's not normal. Spiders are tiny and they serve like a purpose in this world. And if I was rational about it, I wouldn't freak out. But I just do.
My sister's afraid of roller coasters and the feeling of falling. So like
the sensation
of falling. So when we're on a roller coaster, it's fine until you get to the part where you go down and then she freaks out. Or like Guardians of the Galaxy.
She does not like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, when it's just all up and downs. So
the ride, not the movies. I think she actually likes the movies.
No, yeah, it's the Guardians of the Galaxy ride at Disneyland, or I think Disney World is still Tower of Terror, maybe. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway. So
I would ask you, basically. I wouldn't know about that.
The Hamburglar says that it's like in movies where dogs or animals die affect them more than humans because it's like the innocence and unconditional love of animals.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, I can totally get on board with that one. Kamor20 says, I just made a Twitch to watch this stream.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you. Let's see.
Thank you for following us 12 minutes ago, too. Sorry that we didn't shout you out. But I'm shouting you out now. Thank you so much for following us. We really appreciate it. What do I have over here on YouTube? Aljabar says, I've cried over anime ship. That's interesting.
I love anime, so.
I was waiting for you to say something.
Some animes that I've seen have affected me emotionally, but I don't think I have found the characters that I've connected with enough yet that make me go sob. I haven't cried. I don't know. I like Korean dramas. Those make me cry.
Oh God.
Frozen. I cried during Frozen and Frozen 2.
I did not cry during Frozen 2. I very much like Frozen. I don't think I've cried during Frozen either. Etsley says, wait, y'all play games? I want to watch this time. Yes, we did it on Saturday. We'll probably do it again on Saturday if we do it this weekend, but we will keep you posted via our social medias to let you know. Vivian said, thanks, Connor and Emanon. Sorry if I spelled it wrong.
Bum, bum, bum.
Minnie Maria said, are the gaming streams on the Scarish Twitch account? They are. We stream the exact same way we stream now, so it would show up on Twitch and YouTube simultaneously so that you guys don't have to do anything different to watch us. It's just tuning on in. And we did marbles at the end of the gaming stream as well. So extra chances to win free merch. We also did a giveaway. I was so happy we had so many people.
We did a live giveaway of a mug. It was so cool.
Because there's so much stuff I don't get to do because we're live, except troubleshoot and pout when I have to troubleshoot. But like realistically, I realized I can do giveaways I can buy something from our own store and then do a giveaway through the chat and Twitch.
Yeah, and everyone just types in something to get a ticket.
It's the same way that we do marbles.
Yeah,
and it's really, really cool.
And it's really cool.
So we did a giveaway. Someone won a mug just for watching us, which was really, really awesome. And it was someone I think who had never won before, but has watched us multiple times. Ashley says, oh man, I black out. Oh man, Sam, I black out on roller coasters. Rip LMAO. That's hilarious.
The Snark says, Robin, let's have a stitchin' bitch. I can finally finish the scarf I started 2 years ago. That I'm totally down with that. What's funny is E3 2 or 3 years ago, I took a scarf that I was working on to E3, and my friend Charlie and we waited outside of the Ubisoft booth for
like 8 hours.
Yeah, so
to get a free
South Park t-shirt, because it was something where you could make your own South Park character and then have it printed on this shirt with like all the other characters. It was really cute.
In the meantime, I played literally everything on the entire floor.
But my friend Charlie and I, she was really into South Park, right? So we were just like, we need to get these shirts. So we sat there, and I totally finished crocheting this scarf while sitting there at E3. So I'm totally down. I'm cool with that.
Abigail says, holy crap, baby's first live stream over here. You guys are awesome. Thank you for joining us, Abigail.
Sacred
we appreciate
Infinity,
you.
hello.
What up, Sacred?
I
miss you,
CJ.
man. You got some time left before you are officially a married man. Congratulations early.
I know.
We're very excited for both of you.
Kamor20 says, I'm down for a stitchin' bitch. I'm working on a hat. I really want to make a hat, but a lot of the patterns that I've seen are where they make like for cat ear hats, you don't make the cat ear separate. It's like you make a square hat and then you use the threads to like cinch the ears.
Right.
And I don't know. I'm trying to think of a way to do it too, but I don't know. Anyway.
Algebar says, I have a phobia of closing store phobia. LOL. Sounds like you got to get them sales. Yesenia says, are the gaming streams going to be a regular thing from now on? They're not going to be precise and regular, kind of like how Storytime is. But we definitely want to start doing them far more often than like once every few months. I'm thinking like at least a couple times a month, you know? Definitely for the month of December, I think we're going to have more because Robin's on Christmas vacation.
Yeah, so once school starts again, it's going to be a shit show. We might have to change the live stream schedule once school starts, but we'll figure that down the line.
Vivian says, I have automatonophobia. I think I said it right. The fear of humanoid figures such as puppets, robots, wax figures, dolls, animatronics, etc. So that sucks. I can understand that one, though, because it's like super lifelike, but it's not real.
Yeah. Emanon said, I thought the cups were people that were joined in the chat. Yeah, no. We bought the cup or the mug, and then we did the giveaway and stuff on our live stream. So because Adam had gotten the bonus from work, he was just like, I'm going to use some of our bonus money to kind of do a giveaway for people that joined us to watch us play video games. Yeah. So that's kind of cool. Kamor20 says, I cried during the Overwatch trailer too. It's such a good one. Oh my god. Glitch is talking about skins for Overwatch. I haven't gotten any, which is super sad. Emanon asked about a live stream next Wednesday because it's Christmas. We're going to do it the day after Christmas.
Thursday.
I
would do it on Christmas. I think Robin would do it on Christmas, realistically, but we do want to spend time with our family. And more importantly, we want you to spend time.
Yeah, you should spend time with your family, too.
Not even just your family. Like, I have really close friends that I sometimes only see at Christmas, and that's how it was for me for a very long time. And I don't want anyone to be like, oh, like, I'm going to miss the stream.
Go, yeah.
We'll just adjust the stream so that everyone can have a Christmas that you either relax or do whatever the F you want to do, and then we'll see you guys on Thursday. That is no problem for us.
Oh my god, the Snark is talking about the live stream that we had on Saturday, and he said, watching you both jump every time someone subbed was giving me life. Because during the game stream, we had all the sound on, obviously. So we would hear every single notification, and it was just, I didn't realize what the sounds were, so it kept freaking me out.
Robin's the talent. She just shows up, sits down, records an episode, walks away. So this stuff is all set up and waiting for her when she gets in here. It must be a nice life.
Oh my gosh.
And that said, I'm spoiled as shit because I have never, ever done anything when it comes to graphic design or merchandising for our show because Robin handles all of that shit. So,
yeah, I wish we could do one on Wednesday and make it easier for everyone, but it's Christmas, so everybody should spend time with their family.
All I know is last Christmas, I gave you my heart. I hate that song because it doesn't make sense that if you
It
gave
doesn't
someone
make
your
sense.
heart, they can't make someone else fall in love with you.
Yeah.
So it's like you ruin your metaphor immediately. Like then the very next day you gave it away. It should be threw it away.
But
if they said threw it away, that song would make sense.
Yeah.
I hate that fucking song because of that. Anyways.
Girl Panic says, Robin, your hair is so long now. It is so long. So these are all dead ends. That's why they're white. Because I dyed my hair. Well, you can't really see it. I don't know. But I dyed my hair. And they burned my hair. They also burned my scalp. It was horrific. And so I chopped all my hair off. And so if you started watching the live streams from when we started, you'll notice that my hair was super duper short.
Yep.
But my hair is normally this long. So I don't really ever cut it like that, like your length hair, you know? But I had to chop it all off. And now these are the dead ends of what's left. So
dead ends of the past.
Dead ends of the past, which is why all my pictures, you'll notice it's like all my ends are always lighter in a lot of the pictures that we post because it's all just remnants of this bad dye job.
It's so funny.
So
this is about as long as my hair gets too. I don't really let it go longer than this. Robin gave me permission to start growing beards because she was very anti-beard because they poke people. I get that shit. And my hair gets wavy the longer it gets, and I think she's not a fan of the wave. But recently she's like, yeah, you can grow it out a little bit. It's like not bothering me as much as it used to. I'm like, cool, I'm going to do that. So, yeah, that's me talking about my hair.
Aw. Dre A says, I'm holding off on listening to Tuesday's episode so I can download and listen on my 18-hour road trip to Mexico.
Nice.
I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it's not disappointing. Laura Ann says, what do channel points do? You can do a lot of stuff with channel points. Twitch follows, Twitter follows, I think is one of them.
Twitter follows.
Redeem a question. Like that.
Yeah.
They highlighted a message and said, woo! Or I guess you should say it.
Woo! The O's are intercapped, so it's hard to tell how you wanted me to read that.
Let's see. Kamor20 says, I've been listening to Spotify this whole time and haven't interacted before. Didn't know y'all had such a good community. All of you guys are so nice. Everyone is so nice.
That's so nice to hear.
It is so nice to hear. And I think that our community is so great because everyone supports each other and everyone has amazing memes.
I'll tell you how great our community is. I literally messaged Glitch from my personal account to his personal account because, like, even though we've never met, I sincerely consider Glitch my friend. And I was like, Glitch, are you going to be with us tonight? He's like, of course. I was like, can you just make sure that, like, you're on top of something for me? He was like, absolutely. Like, I've never met Glitch. You know what I mean? But I can reach out to him like he's my close friend, and it's so awesome. It sincerely is. You guys are great. I love the fact that everyone has each other's backs. And, yeah, I freaking love it. It's so nice to hear.
I just had to check my shirt because I felt like it was inside out, but it's not.
It's good to know.
A lot of people said no, just one person said I didn't know there was an episode on Tuesday. We released it kind of late, so
it came out 10 minutes late.
Yeah,
not kind of late, it was barely late.
Aw, the Hamburglar says you guys are like family. That's really cool.
Thank you.
Oh, and then about the cup, he wasn't talking about the live stream mug. He was talking about the cup that's on the screen. He didn't realize it about the cup.
Oh yeah, damn it.
Yeah, so whenever whenever you guys sub or whenever you guys donate bits or
money
like,
too,
or money,
anything goes in anything goes in that cup.
Yeah.
But the ticker is an outdated module. I hope there's a new one that I can find and download that will add that automatically. Because literally every time we go off the air or I get a little bit of time during the stream, I'll update that number, this number right here, because the bits translate to essentially a penny per bit. So I know, like, I got $10 from Emanon. I need to update that. The ticker is annoying, though, because I can't update this. I was going the wrong way. I was like,
Where are you?
Nope.
Okay.
All right, we have 5 emails to get to tonight, so
okay.
perhaps we should get to the second
All right,
one.
I'm almost done. So the hamburger says no beards rule. Laura Ann says my hair's long. It's been a long time. Girl Planet says I'm trying to grow my hair out, but damn, it's taking forever. And Luna Ben says this really is the best community.
Aw.
I'll also be emailing some more stories later this week.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Zabumafu lives says I just spent 3 years growing my hair super long, and now I want to cut it off. I didn't remember how much work it is. It's such hard work, and sometimes I want to cut it shorter again because I'm so spoiled from not using a lot of shampoo because it was super short and all this stuff, and now I have to use so much. And but
I used to have hair longer than Robin's.
styling is nice.
It's 100% true.
Yeah, maybe you should post that pirate picture sometime.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna read my story next. All right.
Oh, Glitch said, I'm not tearing up. The sun's in my eyes.
Cool. Okay. Not about that. I just got my email
It is
up
cool.
and running.
I'm glad that we're
So.
friends, Glitch.
All right. So this next email here is from Thomas, and the subject is share on the podcast, please, and thank you. I just made up that that little inflection. It doesn't really give any inflection.
But it says those words.
Yeah, it says those words.
That's fine. If you write us words, we're going to read them in whatever tone of voice we think you want us to read them in.
There's just no punctuation, so I just made up whatever. Okay, so it goes. Hello, Robin Graves and Arnold Diaz.
Hello.
Hello. I used to be in the Discord. My name was Tornado. I helped y'all out. I lost my Discord account. Long story. I'll be back soon. Don't worry. Anyway.
I wonder where Tornado went. We had a couple people drop off in the
we've
Discord,
had a lot
and
of people.
I reached out to them with personal messages, and it's like, this account no longer exists. I'm like, okay, this isn't like a scarish thing. This is like a full blown
Discord
thing. Yeah.
Anyway, so in the fall of 2014, young 13-year-old me was being a dumbass and thought it would be a good idea to explore an abandoned house with my friends in the town of Central Illinois. P.S. Go Blackhawks.
Nice. We've all been there. We've all explored abandoned towns in Central Illinois.
I thought
right?
you meant, I was going to say, I thought you were talking about Central Illinois. The answer is no. I've never.
Have you ever explored an abandoned house?
No. I've
Okay.
explored an abandoned van.
That counts.
We used to hang out
Some
in
people
it
live
and
in
play
vans.
games in there.
Did they live in a van? Was it down by the river?
Is that a song?
It's a Chris Farley skit. Oh my god.
Oh. All right. So me and my friends, also dumbasses, went to this house with the plan of seeing what it was like. The house has some background to it that I found out later on. It was built somewhere between 1942 and 1947, and it had only had 2 owners. One was a war veteran, which will come into play later.
Uh-oh.
So we get to this house, locked door, of course, which is understandable. I mean, it's someone's house, right? But it's abandoned. I don't know.
Someone probably owns it technically, but they've just left it. Yeah.
Shit. I lost my place. So locked door. So we did the most responsible thing and walked away. End of story. Wait. Shit.
Cool. That was good. Let's move into our third email.
End of story. It's what would have happened if I was smart. We broke in, to say the least. Rocks and windows and shit. Oh my
no.
God.
Exploring is different than breaking in. That changes the charges against you, man.
By the way, I hate that I did this, which is totally understandable as well. So we get in the house and it was still furnished. Still had family pictures on the walls, pictures of an older man in a U.S. Army uniform. At this point, we were really hoping that this was an abandoned house. We explore around this dusty place when all of a sudden a cat comes downstairs. This cat was very sickly looking, skinny, and of course the cat was black and mean looking. Oh.
You're in its house. Of course
no.
it's mean looking.
No. I'm scared of reading what's next. Okay. So this cat had something in its mouth, something that looked all too familiar. It looked familiar because it was a human ear. I shit you not, this ugly cat had a whole ear in its mouth.
Wow.
He ran off back upstairs because we screamed like the bitches we were. We left not wanting to find out where the ear came from.
Mike Tyson, obviously.
And called the Mike Tyson. Oh
Yes.
my God. No, I thought Mike Tyson's the one that bit the ear.
Yeah, he's the one that got the ear.
Okay.
You're right. I fucked that up. Evander
Yeah.
Holyfield, obviously.
Yeah.
I tried to cover my tracks. It didn't work.
No.
Son of a bitch.
Anyway, well, I'm surprised that I knew that.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, thanks.
Way to call me out on my bullshit.
You're welcome. Okay, so We left not wanting to find out where the ear came from and called the police, which was the only reasonable thing we did this day. I'm sure you did other things too. The police searched the house and our worst fears were true. A dead body of an elderly homeless man was found in the upstairs bathroom. Oh, he committed suicide by gunshot.
Oh, that's super sad.
The craziest part is that the man found the fuck. I can't read tonight, dude. Seriously.
You say that literally every night.
Shut up. I look at numbers all day. Okay.
You also never, ever wear your glasses.
Well, I lost them, and I can't afford new ones.
It's a lie. This is a total lie.
The craziest part is that the man found was the brother of the veteran who previously owned the house, who, in fact, passed away weeks earlier. Detailed later in the news, the brother, when found, was holding his veteran brother's Purple Heart medal in his hand.
This is like the saddest story.
That is so sad. We received punishment for breaking in, just a juvenile program, thank God. Needless to say, fuck that. I'm never doing that shit again. Hope you enjoyed the story. Sorry for any errors, and thank you for all you've done. You do not know this till now, but your jokes and constant positivity when I'm sad has effectively pulled me out of those places. That's always nice to hear.
It's wonderful to hear.
You guys are awesome, and keep on creeping on, Thomas.
You are awesome, Thomas.
Yeah, thank
you
you
for
so
sending
much.
it in. I'm glad you've reformed your criminal ways. As soon as you told me rocks and windows, I was like, uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. This just took a turn to the wrong direction. I will say I thought it was going to be that after they found this body, they were like, it had both ears. We don't know what you were talking about when it came to a cat carrying ears in its mouth. And I was going to be super fucking freaked out. So thank you one more time for sending that in. We appreciate that. All right, so I'm looking over and I see that Robin has lost her stream chat as per usual.
Sorry.
Mine will lock up about an hour and a half into the stream. We can just come to expect this shit at this point. So let me scroll up and we'll see what's going on over here in YouTube, and then Robin can do her Twitch stuff. All right, let's see. We were talking about phobias last time. Yesenia says, I knew a girl who was afraid of cotton. I don't know what the phobia was called, but I thought it was funny. Vivian says, and thalassophobia, the fear of the ocean. I'm was not cool after Subnautica and Stranded Deep. Look them up if you haven't heard of them. Interesting. Algebar says, my phobia is if I hear a store that's closing and they pull down the railings, it makes me anxious and want to run away. Okay.
I totally understand that.
Yeah, because you feel like you're going to be trapped.
It gives me anxiety too, because I'm like, well, shit, now we gotta get out. We gotta get out now.
Right. They also said, I'm fine with a store that is already closed. Thank God. Algebra said, me too, Vivian, in response to one of the phobias. That's good to know. Yesenia said, I'm afraid of the dark now since I started listening to the podcast. That's hilarious. Minnie Maria says, what other games are you guys planning on playing? We're going to play the other Silent Hill when we're done with Silent Hill 2. So Silent Hill 3 is what we're going to play next.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to pick a horror game after that because she picked these two. Here's what I'm thinking, okay? Just so you guys know where my brain is at. I think it makes sense for us to produce content under Scaryish's label that is related to the horror genre. So that way we can play some good ones, since Silent Hill 2 kind of sucks. I would also like to have something that we start streaming games that are like, I want to start streaming games that are bad, like legendarily bad games. I want to stream us playing Superman 64 because it's supposed to be the worst fucking game ever made in the history of time.
That'd be under a different...
I think it'd be so much fun.
Channel.
Exactly. I don't know how well that relates to this channel, so there might be some stuff on that coming up in the future. But yeah, we're going to plan on playing like horror-specific games, I think. I love playing Friday the 13th. There's not a lot of people left out there who play it, though. So maybe we can wind up doing a stream where it's just a bunch of...
We tried to do Dead by Daylight, but...
We couldn't handle the capacity. The bandwidth was killing our internet because our internet sucks. That said, like what I was going to say is I would like to do Friday the 13th where it's just all of us spooky friends. We can get 8 people in a game together. If we have enough people that actually play the game, and we could just stream that, I think it would be super cool.
Yeah, but then there'd be screen watching.
Yeah, but who cares? It'd be fun. I mean, the only one it would really affect is me, and let's be honest, it would just be funny if that happened. So I will keep scrolling. Algebar says, darkness is good. I've befriended them. It's hilarious. Vivian says, the Reaper Leviathan scared the shit out of me. I know that they are fictional, and Subnautica takes place way in the future, but Stranded Deep was in real time.
I think these are books. Or
I don't know what Subnautica or Stranded Deep is.
Yeah, I don't know what those are.
Sonia said, ew, darkness. Etsley said, gosh, we're being wholesome in this channel. Algebar said, I want to do the Bane line, but I didn't remember the line. That's hilarious. You merely adopted the darkness. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the sun until I had become a man.
Anything else?
Yeah, there's more. There's a lot more. Since
No,
I'm always
talking about the lines in the movie.
Oh no, I got other lines, but I'm just gonna save them for later. It doesn't matter who we are. Later was now. What matters is our plan. Yesenia says, I'm always here paranoid that the power will go out while I'm in the shower. I'd shit myself if that happened. Lucky for you, you'd be in the shower.
That's happened to me before.
You shit in the shower?
No! The lights went out while I was in the shower. That was kind of scary.
Nice cover.
When I was younger, the power went out at my house, and we had just gotten pho to take home, right? And so we got home, the power went out, and so we're like trying to eat this pho in the dark, and my mom fucking puts whole sliced jalapenos in it, right? It's normal, but as a child, I couldn't handle that, and so I ate a whole one on accident because it's dark, the lights are out, and so I'm running back and forth to the fridge to get water because I'm dying because it's so spicy. It was horrible.
It's hilarious.
A girl panicked asked about Pirate Adam. There's a picture of Pirate Adam.
It's on my Facebook.
Don't you do the pose, the Captain Morgan?
I don't think you can see me doing it. It's just like from like the belly up of me dressed like a pirate. Dan San said, "What a miss," and then said, "MIB." Algebar said, "You guys are wholesome, not me." Smiley face. Dan San said, "MIB again." Algebar said, "Sup." Vivian said the line, "You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it." Say it, Adam. I already did. All right.
The Hamburglar, fudge. The Hamburglar says, "I messed up and bought Just Shampoo instead of shampoo and conditioner. And now when I put the crap in my hair to make it spiky, it pulls and hurts so bad I hate it."
Aww.
Just buy conditioner too. Just do it. Just buy conditioner. It's good.
We got people double daring me to say it. I already said it. We got people triple dog daring me to say it. Again, I already said it. Akbar says, "Psst, hey, I'm here now. What up, Akbar? Thank you for joining us."
Stuff I can't.
I will scroll back up, as I said when I started doing this. People saying hello to Akbar. Dan says, "Have you played Outlast?" We have. It's one of the only horror games we've ever played. You're making that face because you don't remember anything. We played it with Feedback when he was here at our home.
Oh.
You don't remember us playing a scary game in the loft?
I thought that was with Brett, too.
No, Brett had gone home, pretty sure. So, anyways, you guys should play Dead Space. I've always wanted to play Dead Space. I've heard good things on it, and I would play it, so we'll see what happens in the near future.
I've played Dead Space 3, I think, and if that's the one where the first thing you do is wake up and you have to learn how to walk, like right after waking up, and then things just start attacking you right away, that's the one I played.
I know that you're supposed to put on a little makeup. Why'd you leave your keys up on the table? You wanted to. All right. Amelia says, "Where's everyone from?" People are saying they're from places. Algebar says, "I'm from Indonesia." It's really cool to know that someone from Indonesia is watching us right now. Vivian says, "Subnautica is this dope game where you crash land on a planet of mostly oceans sometime far in the future. And some radiation stuff has created some scary-ass looking water demons." Interesting. Dan San says, "Outlast 2, question mark." No, we have not played Outlast 2. I'm going to scroll back up now, and you can handle your Twitch chat, since for some reason you can never seem to keep your Twitch open. All right, are we around the place that you left off?
No.
Where?
Give me the mouse.
Because she can't just say scroll up or down. She has to say, "Give me the mouse." How you doing, folks? Hopefully good.
Let's see.
This is called Dead Air. It's poison to my ears.
Eminon said, "The Bumblebee Killer picture moved. Star Wars comes out tomorrow." So what we did is we put our Princess Leia print that we also got from that same artist that did the Killer Bee print. And I just love her. She's great.
What's interesting is that I made that executive decision without Robin's input or approval or knowledge, but she clearly noticed and approved, which is awesome. And that's why we do a podcast together, folks. Because I was like, I'm not putting adorable Bumblebee Jason. I'm totally putting Leia because I can't wait to see this movie tomorrow, even if it sucks.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't suck, but we'll see. Eminon also says, "I just noticed that you guys have a Vault Boy." We have lots of Vault Boys.
Oh my god, it's Pip-Boy. I thought it was. No, the Pip-Boy's thing on the arm. Yeah.
I have lots of those too.
We have 2 model Pip-Boys. Yeah, we have a lot of Fallout.
We have a lot of Fallout stuff.
We have 2 copies of Fallout 76, which is 2 more than everyone else on the fucking planet bought. So.
Not really.
It did really poorly in sales.
Really poorly,
I like how you're going to try and analyze this rather than just taking the joke.
My sister and I play it.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I just said it didn't sell well. That's all.
But we do have a lot of Fallout stuff. we probably have more Fallout stuff in the display case than everything else.
We should just have a display case for Fallout stuff.
Yeah.
We have Quantum Cola that we got.
Yeah, we have so much Nuka-Cola Quantum.
We bought it from. Didn't
No,
buy
we
it.
didn't
We got
buy
it for
it.
free from Bethesda
We
Land.
went to Bethesda Land a couple years ago, like three E3s ago.
3 E3s ago.
3 E3s ago. We went
For
to
those of
Bethesda
you who don't know,
Land.
Bethesda, the people who make Fallout, have like an event where they announce stuff, and their events are always through the fucking roof. They're free, and it's just to like spoil everyone in the industry.
Yeah.
The one we went to was basically a carnival that had 8 separate sections,
so cool.
one for each one of their games, and they had free shit that they gave you away, and booze and food, and then they announced Evil Within 2 and the new Wolfenstein, and they had 2 more booths in the back, which was pretty awesome. Then they got everyone in and out. And then there was a concert.
Yeah, there was In-N-Out. There was Black Ice Cream.
Black Ice Cream, In-N-Out truck showed up to feed everyone.
Lobster rolls.
And a Chainsmokers concert.
Yeah, the Chainsmokers.
They had the Chainsmokers come out and do a concert. I was
the
like,
year before that was Blink-182, though.
I was like, these guys are fucking incredible. Like, no one does E3 like Bethesda.
Yeah. So we love Fallout. Anyway. La 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 la. Okay, I think I'm caught up. I can read it on my screen now.
Okay, cool.
So, Emanon said, I went to high school with a girl that said she was allergic to the color orange. What? And that we should play Manhunt. Never played it. Or Here They Lie. Never heard of it. There's lots of stuff we should play. We never do.
Here They Lie sounds familiar. I remember Manhunt from back in the day because I'm pretty sure it got adult only for a little while and it almost killed the game. Or it did get adult only and it became like a game of legend. Cause
AO?
Like, yeah. Like the game, the rating that you get if you don't want a game to be released, basically. So I'll have to Google it. I remember Manhunt, though.
To me, AO games are just like the hentai games.
Yeah. Smash A for Smash.
Oh my god. Kamor20 says, I'm dog sitting a lab puppy and have been for a week, and this podcast is the only thing that distracts me from his screams when I have to put him in his kennel.
Aww.
That's always the worst.
Yeah, our Shiba used to do that.
Emanon says, get Friday the 13th for PS4 and I'll play with you. I'm pretty sure it's cross-platform, isn't it?
It's not.
Oh, wow.
It was free for PS4 at a time, and I downloaded it. I have it for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. I bought it twice. I have 3 different versions of it. So yeah. Apparently
Subnautica and Stranded Deep are video games. These are a lot of games we've never heard of before. This is turning into a game podcast. We used to have one of those. We don't anymore. Holy shit.
She laughed because she hated the game podcast because I loved it so much.
Wait, what?
Keep going.
What did you?
Just keep reading your stuff.
Shut up. Fuck you. La 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 la. Do 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 do. Fuck. Emanon says, power out story. Robin, my wife was like 6 at the time when the power went out while she was in her basement. She apparently about died.
Wow.
That would be terrifying. Imagine being in the basements. Maybe you have 2 basements. I don't know. But in the basement, the lights go out and then you're just by yourself in the basement.
You were by yourself before, too.
Well, yeah, but now the lights are out and it's
actually
worse.
When the lights go out, you're no longer by yourself.
Now the
there
demons
are other things.
can see you
there are
and
other
you can't
things in
see
there
them.
with you. Yeah, that's true. That's the worst part about being in the dark is you can't see shit, so you feel vulnerable and exposed. So just close your eyes when you walk everywhere, and once you get done bumping into walls, then you'll start to be more comfortable in the dark. Just saying.
Kamor20 says, oh, fuck, Star Wars comes out tomorrow. How did I forget? People at Starbucks this morning were like, oh my gosh, they've been sold out for like 3 days. I was standing there. I wasn't sitting there because I was in there to run in and grab my coffee. I was standing there and I'm just like, I bought my tickets in October.
Yeah.
Tickets have been sold out
as soon as they became available. I sit next to this chick who's like, my boyfriend, and I made fun of her so hard because it pissed me off so much. She's like, my boyfriend is making me go to Star Wars at 6:45 tomorrow, and I don't want to see it. I was like, you get to see it 45 minutes before I do, and you're fucking bitching right now? Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
So I made fun of her voice for the rest of the day. Like, everything she said, I was like, are you going to pout? You're going to pout more about stuff? What, are they giving you too much money on your check? My job is paying me too much money, and my pockets are too small to carry all the bills. So I did that shit all day because I was so annoyed that they were complaining about this wonderful, wonderful thing that they get to experience tomorrow. Wow. Unless the movie sucks.
Let's see. Shit, I've lost my place now.
You lose your place constantly, dude. Just remember where you're at.
The Snark says, family crisis, niece came out, gotta walk her mom through it. We hope it goes well because it's a hard thing to walk some parents through.
Yes.
I don't think I could ever walk my mom through that. La 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 la. Sorry. People are talking. Oh, Emanon asked about dog meat. We don't have any dog meat replicas or stuffed dog meat.
There's a
or anything
statue
like
of dog
that.
meat that I saw on Facebook Marketplace that I was like, I kind of want to get this, even though I might get murdered trying to get it.
I got the Vault Girl on Think Geek when they were going out of business, and it was only like $20. It was like $130 statue, and I was just like, $20, I'm buying it. Fuck this, so cheap. I also got that other Pit Boy from Think Geek because it was so cheap too. Ugh,
It was expensive still.
Anyway, talking about VR, lab puppies, scrolling through. Hi everybody, her mom still. Emanon says his wife's mom still picks on her because all she heard when the lights went out were 3 thumps of her leaping over the stairs and screaming "Mom" before a loud bang at the door slamming shut as if something actually grabbed her. That's kind of funny. Yeah. My mom would do the same thing. Oh, the snark says, Adam, use that voice, except say I lit the wrong end of my cigarette.
I do that all the time. There's like 3 burns that I put on people, and that's one of them when they're acting stupid. This song's about me. I lit the wrong end of a cigarette. It's from Family Guy. It's when they're showing someone who's white girl wasted.
Okay, so you can read now.
Okay, you're done now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Before I do that, I want to point out that Dan Sand said 69 420. I just had to say it.
Keep it lit. Why do you
okay.
have to make that sound? It's so annoying.
Because it just goes with the rest of the stuff I said.
Okay. We are not smokers, no.
We do not smoke.
We do not smoke.
Anything.
Anything.
Crack.
Not even a little
cigarettes, bit. The weeds, none of that. All right. So I'm going to move on. This is funny because this is like a horror story. This is a 1-sentence horror story for Robin and the Snarked. Yes, that is an Asian joke. And the subject of this is website submission. The name is B-. Get it? B-.
Oh my God.
Anyway, the subject is, you can read this on the podcast. Thank you so much. And it starts out like this. Hey, Adam and Robin.
Hey.
Hello. Thank you for getting our names right. You're the first one. This is a fan.
Oh, because the first one skipped you.
Yeah.
Aww.
This is a fan, but I will not be saying any names in this because of privacy. Okay, so this is going to be fun. This is the first time I've ever sent in, so yeah, hope everything's okay for Spooky Mom. Now let's get off the tangent and on to the stories. Story number 1. This is my mom's.
Oh, cool.
When my mom was young, at night she would be trying to fall asleep and she would hear footsteps. It would start at the beginning of the hall, just walking. Then it would run at the end of the hallway. To add a scary factor, my mom's younger brother would hear the steps too.
What would be scary is if it was like children's footsteps. I think that's scarier.
You, of course, always make it about children so that you can say children are scary.
Children are scary. The sound of children's footsteps running. Imagine just super fast, small pitter patter.
Let's get at her.
Is much scarier than
regular people footsteps.
Yeah, because imagine
murderer footsteps.
Okay,
I challenge that
child's
logic.
Footsteps, their strides are shorter. Therefore, you hear way more of them. An adult trying to run down the hall could probably do it in like 5 steps.
I just imagine adult footsteps as like heavy thumping because they want you to know they're there, like
but
getting louder. They're already loud and they just get louder and they're slamming into the ground and they're faster the closer they get to you.
Okay, that is scary.
All right, story number 2. One day, my uncle, the same uncle who heard the footsteps, was getting off the school bus and looking through the window by the front door. He saw a black figure standing in the living room. In parentheses, that's where the window looked into. He went inside to say hi, but when he got in the house, no one was there. When I first heard that story, I almost pooped myself. And something even scarier is that my grandmother, his mom, was in her room all day. The creepy thing about shit like that is it's either a ghost or it's a person that made their way into your house and then snuck out, which is kind of scary.
Or they never left.
Yeah, that's also
terrifying.
And
they live in your attic now.
Or, I mean, this is a long time ago. This is when his uncle
Or they lived in your attic afterwards.
Cool. This is true. Last story. So this is my aunt's story. She was lying in bed, probably watching Netflix. If it's your aunt and it's a while ago, then that's probably not the case because Netflix hasn't been around that long. I still think for some reason that this is like way long ago. This is probably your aunt's story from current times. I don't know why my brain was stuck in the past.
It's because all our research usually is about something that happens in the past.
Man. She was lying in her bed.
Have something happen in the future.
Yeah, why doesn't anything happen in the future? I lit the wrong end of a cigarette. She was lying in her bed, probably watching Netflix, when her youngest said there was a monster in the bathroom. So that creeped me out just typing this. There's not a whole lot of details on that one. Hope it gave you chicken skin. I feel like you were trolling us with that last story. I love the podcast. Never stop. I want to hear your beautiful voices. I'm not trying to be a stalker from a fan. B. Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so
sending that in,
much.
B. I appreciate the details and the not so detailed final story. Heard a monster. That's it. Are you scared? You should be. That's pretty good.
We're
I
going to never
appreciate
stop,
that.
never stopping.
I like getting micro stories, and this is a very short story episode. That's why we have 6. So that was really fun. Thank you for sending that in. All right, we'll look over in the stream chat again. Between stories is where we like to go. It seems like no one anymore ever comments on the stories. Just saying. But that's okay. We like having you folks to hang out with.
So for this one, Kimura20 says, I have a hedgehog, and all night I hear little pitter-patters of her in her cage, and it sounds like a small elf.
Wow.
I think it's a cute thing for children to think it's a small elf. But as an adult, you're like, elves don't exist. That's not an elf, you know?
You'd be like, that's a, what was it, gerbil?
Gerbil. It's a hedgehog.
Hedgehog. That's all I had to say.
Still
You'd be
have
like,
never
that's
held
a hedgehog.
I've held a hedgehog, never held a gerbil. I kind of want to, and a hamster, and a guinea pig.
They're like the same thing, except they don't have the quills.
I want to hold all those things. So if you folks want to...
How about I just take you to a pet store and you just pick them up? I think we can make that all happen in one day.
I want to play with them all.
Oh,
and chinchillas. I've held a chinchilla. They're
Interesting.
just so soft.
That's why they're made. That's why people make them.
But
they
don't smell good.
It's gross.
Ferrets. Held ferrets. Ferrets are cute too.
I used to have a ferret.
Really?
Yeah, named Conan. He was awesome.
Was he a barbarian?
No, he was
Is that
actually.
what he was named after though?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was actually pretty cool. Okay. Blanca Bello says, I have claustrophobia because when I was 5 years old, I got locked in my aunt's bathroom and it was small and the doorknob would not work, so I was in there for like 5 minutes, but it felt like a long time to me. I had a huge panic attack and my aunt had to slap me so hard so I could stop freaking out.
I've had a friend slap me really hard because I was freaking out.
I've heard that story before. It's not me.
It's not him.
Not me.
It's one of my friends. We were working together at Borders when it used to exist. For all of you young people that don't know what Borders is, it's a bookstore. And it was my first job that I had in management. And so I was closing out the register, and it was the first time I had to like actually count money and be responsible for this money. And so I'm counting and I'm like, we're short. I'm going to get in so much trouble. And my friend just I think it was the assistant manager or one of the other managers there, but he just slapped me and he's just like, get your shit together.
She freaks out a lot over nothing, so I don't condone the slapping, but I can totally picture her freaking out. Most people freak out once they've recognized a problem, tried to fix it, and it won't fix it. Robin freaks out as she thinks there's a problem. That's like the spot where she presses the panic button.
I freaked out at work today too. My coworker was just like, don't freak out. You're not an idiot. It was just one small thing. Calm down.
Which coworker?
Amy.
That's
She's
funny.
just like, chill out.
All right, what do we got? Vivian says the graphics and game mechanics are fantastic, and the plot and execution of the plot are great as well.
For what?
Don't know. Probably whatever we were talking about at the time when she wrote this. Most likely Nautica, I think it was called, or one of the other ones. Subnautica.
All right. So the Hamburger asks, what's scarier, quick pitter patter of children or stompy thumping killer steps? Kimura says, with stomping, you can tell where they are. And with little steps, it'd be hard to tell where they're coming from.
For me, I think it's because if I heard the pitter patter of children feet, I would think it's a ghost playing with me or a child.
You would just whisper, let's get at her.
If I heard, like, we're at the end of a hallway, and if I heard a giant stomp followed by like boom, 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 boom coming towards my door, I would think it's a giant person coming to fight, or it's a demon stomping its way to murder me. And I feel like my odds are significantly lower with that second one, which is why for me that one's scarier.
The scene in Haunting at Hill House where the kids are in the bed and the door is wide open, but you can still hear pounding on every side of the walls and not see anything, I think that freaks me out.
Yeah, that one's really creepy.
That one freaks me out.
I really liked Hill House. Minnie Maria says, in case you guys are taking suggestions, you should look into Until Dawn. That's the second time we've heard that one. I was also thinking about that one today because I've heard about that from a friend of ours. It's a movie-style interactive horror game that's pretty spooky. I think that one will be super fun to play. I think we should start making a fucking list. I'm not going to lie.
And then we have to also save up money because we'd have to buy these games.
Yeah. Yosemite says, Dead by Daylight is a good game, too. We have it. So we might wind up playing that one. That one would probably be more of
one at a time, I think.
Yeah, it would probably be more of an interactive thing, too. For games where it's like 4v1, 8v1, whatever the case may be, it's easier to get a game if you're just playing with people.
Aw. Let's see. Kamor says hedgehogs are great pets. Laura Ann says, as someone's kid is listening to the show and Robin has just ruined their hopes and dreams, elves are totally real.
Wow.
I feel so bad.
You weren't talking about Santa's elves. You were talking about like
I was
elves
thinking
from World
about
of Warcraft.
well, yeah, I was thinking more towards that and not the Santa's elves that make all our toys, because Santa's elves
Blood elves
work
and night
really
elves
hard.
aren't real. Santa's elves
Yes.
are. Algebar says, "You guys love Fallout 2?" Yes, we do. Did we just become best friends? Yup. Vivian says, "Free booze and free food. I'm fucking there." Yeah, dude. That Bethesda is just the best company, I swear.
Oh, Girl Panic says, I was sad when my local border store closed. La 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 da 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 da.
Minnie Maria says, "The Evil Within games are also pretty good." Algebar says, "Manhunt is good, but a violent one, a really violent one. I think that's why I got the AO rating, because I'm pretty sure it's about a serial killer, and like as you're playing him, you can just murder people." Yesenia says, "Ooh, Manhunt sounds interesting. I definitely watch that. I'm bad with horror games. I freak out while I play them. I like watching someone else play it better. You should join us. We'll definitely post stuff on our Facebook and our Twitter to let you know when those are going to be coming down the pipe."
We do have a Facebook group if you guys haven't joined yet, facebook.com/scaryishpodcast. And there's a link to the Facebook group somewhere on there. And you can just check it out. We have 1,000 people in there right now, right? Or like 900
Facebook
something. Yeah.
It's like 855. We almost are at 1,000 likes for our Facebook
Kamikaze
page.
Panda 17. Thank you so much for following.
Appreciate it. Algebar says, "Manhunt is a gory horror game, just to let you guys know." That is good to know. Yesenia says, "I recently found out that someone died in my childhood home. I'm 29. I was just told this last week. That explains so much. That is super creepy. I'd be pissed at not being told that sooner." Yeah, you're going to have to tell us what that explains. That's going to get seriously interesting. Yesenia says, "I remember during one of your guys' first episodes, y'all did Demons of Japan, and you briefly covered a demon that lives in your toilet and pets your butt when you sit down. It does, and then I think you also have to select the right color of toilet paper, but it asks blue or red. Blue, you die. Red, you die. It's just different ways that you're going to get killed."
So apparently the following sound is very loud because it scared everyone.
Oh, the sound for the follow?
Yes.
Interesting.
So if you want to edit that, and I'll read a whole bunch of stuff over here.
I think I'll leave that shit, dog.
No, please don't. They said it's really, really loud. So if you want
Just do the thing.
Okay, so lots of people saying our Until Dawn should be something we play. Lunabin says stomping killer steps are scarier. And Emanon says you guys should definitely check the Facebook Messenger while you're on the live feed.
The Facebook Messenger.
We try not to look at our phones while we're...
Yeah, we're only doing Twitch and YouTube chat. So the folks that are watching us stream live, that's the only feeds that we're getting because we're plugged in.
It's just way too much otherwise.
Yeah, we might be able to integrate Discord into it through Restream, but I don't think we'll be able to do Facebook Messenger because it's not paired with following.
Right.
Xenox has just followed, and I lowered the volume, so hopefully all of you guys aren't freaked out. Here's the thing, is that I have separate scenes for everything we do. The scene we're on right now is called Live Show. I have a scene like way far down here called Xbox Streaming, which is what we were doing on Saturday. And if I change something in Xbox Streaming, it's not supposed to change anything in Live Show. It clearly did because we were usually at like negative 27 decibels for the desktop audio, so it doesn't blow out your guys' speakers. And it was at even. So it was 27.5 decibels louder than it's normally supposed to be.
Wow.
That's why it was loud.
Our bad dogs.
Our bad.
All right, so is it my turn to read or your turn to read?
I'm not done reading my stream chat.
Oh, okay.
And I've done 2, so if you haven't done 2 yet, then it's going to be your turn.
Cool.
Vivian said, "Oh, and there was that one with the red or blue paper when there's no toilet paper in your stall." I think it's the same demon, the butt petting demon, but it might be different.
I don't know.
The demon make you bought the toilet paper, then you're allowed to poop there. Yesenia says, "Child ghosts are actually demons posing as children."
I believe that.
That's a very good point. Vivian says, "And my friend was in the bathroom stall with no TP, and out loud they said, 'Red or blue, neither, bitch.' But there was no one else in the bathroom, so they just got up to get more." That's hilarious.
Oh, man, but I can't... See, with doing that, I'm just like, well, I'm stuck in this stall now because I can't just walk out with, mud butt.
I was going to say, which word are you trying to use?
I can't get out with mud butt or waddle to the next stall to try and get paper. What if someone walks in on me while I'm, bottomless?
I've
Weird.
never, knock on wood, had the issue of running out of toilet paper because I check to see if I'm going to run out before I shit. There was one time where it was an emergency. I don't know if you guys want this story, so I'll make it super quick.
I was going to say, I don't know.
We were driving to Disneyland. It's a 4-hour drive. We stop at a Barnes & Noble's in Victorville all the time on Bear Valley Road, and that is where we poop if we need to. I ran into that Barnes & Noble's, ran past everyone like, "You better be buying a book this time." I just ran to the bathroom, went, and I was like, "Oh, no, there's no TP." But you know what there was? Toilet covers for the seats. And I was like, they're meant to have poop on them, right?
But there's no like absorption.
No, there wasn't. It's like wiping my ass with sandpaper. Aljabar says, in my culture, if you see someone that died, it's a demon or a djinn that took their form. That is interesting and terrifying.
That is terrifying. Have you ever played Golden Sun?
No.
On Game
I know
Boy?
which game you're talking about, though.
There's just djinns in it. That like DJINN.
I got you.
So.
I know what a djinn is.
Okay, cool.
Aljabar says that's why the one that found that there's no paper there is the lucky one. Vivian said because the thing with red or blue paper, the thing with red or blue fucking cock. I can't read today. Because the thing with red or blue paper is if I like that she just admitted that that's her voice.
Not my voice, but it's like the made up voice you have for me.
Because the thing with the red or blue paper is if you choose red, you get shredded into slices. If you choose blue, you drown in the toilet. Lose-lose situation. Exactly. Thank you. Akbar asked Aljabar where they are from, and my stream just jumped to the top. There we go. Dan Sand is saying stuff about GTA for some reason, and they're communicating locations and stuff like that over there. Yesenia says, I went on my movie date with my BFF at the time and went to the bathroom. I just so happened to pick the stall with no toilet paper. Always got to check. Check to see if there's toilet paper, folks. It's very important.
You can always pull an Atom and use the toilet seat covers.
There's toilet seat covers, that works. And if not, if there's a rug, rugs work too. And if the rug doesn't lift up, scoot your butt on the ground like you're a dog wiping your butt on the driveway. These are all ways that you can get rid of mud butt.
I just read Adam, like the title of this article was Man Poops in Aisle at San Francisco Safeway.
Yep.
This was right before the show started, and I was like, dude,
the stuff we talk about to prep for the show.
What the fuck is wrong with people? Anyway, okay. I'm going to go into the next story here, and it's titled Sleep Paralysis Story. I feel like we haven't had one of these in a while, so it's kind of nice.
It's been a minute.
It's probably because we're looping back around again. So
God, I hope not. I hope we're not repeating stories.
No. I mean, like, the themes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
So it goes. I started listening and love it. Thank you. We're glad you love it. I had a lot of sleep paralysis, like non-stop every time I tried to sleep. One time I was trapped and I heard a child laughing. See, what is it with children? They're so creepy.
You gotta stop bringing it up. They know you're giving them power.
Along with a vision of a baby doll running in my hallway to my room. Imagine those tiny footsteps.
Yeah, that's freaky because Chucky still scares me.
And I closed my eyes and kept hearing it laugh at me for a while until I got out. Another time I was facing the wall with a lamp on and seeing my shadow of my sleeping body. I saw a hand slowly push my head down and bees fill my face and throat. That is a fucking night terror.
Yeah, that's awful.
That's horrifying.
It's like a Nicolas Cage movie.
Oh my God. Bees! One of the worst shit. I just see
Nicolas Cage's career is in night terror. Except for all the things that he's actually really good in.
National Treasure.
Leaving Las Vegas.
It's like one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
Not Leaving Las Vegas, but National Treasure.
I've never seen National Treasure. What? Every time.
So good. One of the worst times I woke up from sleeping and I was literally dragged into sleep and I saw words of just die, you're going to hell, we'll eat your soul, while hearing demonic voices and screaming.
Sounds pretty encouraging.
That's terrifying.
It is.
These are horrifying dreams or night terrors or sleep paralysis episodes. I got out of it and then I was being dragged back again. So I had to literally throw myself off my bed and it stopped, but it never happened again. To this day, no one I asked has ever experienced this. I don't know if it's actual sleep paralysis or demons, but all I know is that I absolutely hate sleep paralysis. I'm with you on that one. That sounds horrifying. I hate to sleep, period.
I will say I would open myself up to the possibility that it's something on a scale that is in between sleep paralysis and demons, because those are not the only two options. Sleep study is something that I would definitely recommend to folks that are having a seriously hard time, but if it hasn't happened again, then you might be okay. If it comes back, then I think sleep studies are a great way to try and figure out what's going on with you. And you know what? It's a difficult process to get through, but once you get through it, it might change the fact that you can sleep. And that's, I think, what the goal is there. So hopefully it's not demons. And if it is sleep paralysis, hopefully it doesn't come back.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to head back into our chat here.
And you lost your chat.
And I lost my chat. So to Hamburglar.
You should really download Restream and just sign into our shit. And I bet you that app would keep it up.
I don't know how to do that.
Keep it up.
You can set it up later.
Robin acts like she doesn't know how to use technology anytime she just doesn't want to do something.
I don't want to do it.
Honey, do for me.
That's racist.
Fucking time. It's not racist at all. You say it.
You did it in that Asian voice.
That's because I'm quoting you.
I'm allowed to say it. You
Honey,
can't say it.
do for me. Is that better?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
The hamburger says the In-N-Out in Victorville is my stop on the way to Vegas every time. That's like the halfway point. It's not the halfway point. It's like an hour and a half from LA.
It's a really good place to stop.
Yeah.
Everywhere that we go there, I like places that we go there. There's other places that I stop. I'm like, get me out of this town. I can't wait to get back in my car.
Oh my God. Laura Ann says, I'm pretty sure I've used emergency toilet seat covers before. It's the worst.
You got to when you have to do it, you have to do it.
Alba says the same thing. Ew. They also said I had to clean up a lady's poop in the lobby of the hotel I used to work at.
That's gross.
What is wrong with people?
I'm going to scroll up now because we're missing some stuff.
All right.
God.
It's all the audio.
I keep getting a bunch of text messages from stupid stuff. All right. You did read this. It's spooky. It's okay. It's better. Yeah, that story wasn't very long. There's the movie date stuff. Dan Sand says, have you ever played GTA? I have. I've played GTA. Yesenia says, what do you call a cage with no ticket? Or, I'm sorry, what do you call a cage with no nickel? A nickel-less cage. It's a pretty good joke.
Wow.
Vivian says,
I thought there was going to be a Nickelback reference in there.
I did too. Vivian says, they will eat your soul, but I will eat your pie. Bow down to me. That's funny. You can read the rest of your Twitch chat?
Sorry, I'm trying to read.
Emanon says, hey, Nick Cage is an amazing actor. Shut your mouth. Some things he's really good in. He is legitimately really good in. Some things he just... Nick Cage, to me, I feel the same way as I feel about James Franco.
Any actors have bad movies, though.
Yeah, some actors are like Oscar-worthy actors, and then they also just mail it in for a paycheck because they don't give a shit. And I think Nicolas Cage is one of the dudes who can be either or, which is just annoying. I've never seen the Ghost Riders. I refuse to see them. Con Air is amazing. The Rock is amazing.
National Treasure is amazing.
Never seen it.
Oh, my sweet baby choices. Anyway, continuing on.
To be fair.
When I was younger,
Who's saying this?
Camore20 says, when I was younger, I wouldn't have any night terrors, but I would wake up in the middle of the night and see a black cat in my room. I was wide awake and could move, but I used to always tell my mom about the mystery cat, and she wouldn't see it. Maybe it was a spirit.
That's what I thought as soon as you started saying it.
It's so weird on Disney Plus, because if it's on Disney Plus, you guys got to watch it. Because in the later seasons, there's the girl from Instant Star. I forget what her name is, but she's the main character, and she always sees this Black Panther everywhere. I don't know if it's
Chadwick Boseman. Wakanda forever. Why are you following me? I want to watch this already.
Oh my God.
Mondo Alba says she came in the lobby asking where the restroom was, but couldn't make it in time. I would be polite, but I would bring stuff and be like, clean up your own shit, you disgusting human being. Yesenia says, James Franco. And I'm pretty sure it's in exactly that voice.
Emanon says, it's kind of like Jim Carrey, where some movies are really good, and then some are just like, eh.
I think Jim Carrey puts in a whole lot of effort in most movies. I think he is one of the actors that like can carry a movie, which he's clearly going to do.
Jim carry a movie?
He's going to do that for the Sonic movie, which I cannot wait to see.
I can't wait to see.
Did you
see the animation studio that they put in charge of redoing the whole thing went out of business?
Yeah, because they didn't pay him.
How fucked up? It's like that one movie, The Life of Pi.
Of Pi. Yeah.
How fucked up
They won a bunch of
that?
awards, and the people that made it, the people that actually made the visual effects that it won awards for, didn't even get paid.
Oh my God.
And then they cut the mic when someone brought it up when they were doing their acceptance speech. But yeah, the fact that a studio actually listened to people's feedback about changing a really shitty model means that people should actually go see that movie, because if it collects money, if it makes a profit, then that studio will most likely get paid without having to go to court. What else do we got? Everything else is in Twitch chat, so I'm just going to let you take care of that.
Emanon says Jim Carrey really dropped out of the limelight after his girlfriend was murdered. I did not know any of that stuff.
I knew his girlfriend died. I didn't know she was murdered.
know she was murdered.
I thought it was cancer.
She died. Yeah, I thought it was cancer too.
Maybe she was murdered by cancer.
Oh my fucking God.
Glitchgrim says, my life is a life of pie. That's amazing.
I love pie. Adam hates pie. We had this discussion in the beginning episodes of this show.
I don't hate pie. I just love cake. I like pie.
He's hashtag cake.
I am hashtag team cake. I am. I like some pies, though. I just don't. I'm not in love with pie.
The
So
Hamburglar. The fuck. I can never say your name right.
it is not hard. Duh, Hamburglar.
The Hamburglar says Keanu Reeves' girlfriend with cancer, I think. Glitch says cake is better. I love pie. I'm sorry.
This is why me and
Pie
Glitch
is
are
good.
friends. I'm sorry.
Pie's the best.
Me and
Okay.
Glitch are like on
Read
the
your
same
next
wavelength
thing.
about all this different shit. This is why we're friends. All right. I'm going to go ahead and mark that and give you guys a wonderful, juicy transition. Maybe. I have to close this one first.
How about just make it a little moist?
Just a little moist transition.
There's a meme thing going around where it's just like, moist. Just put this on your timeline because someone out there hates that word. I don't know. Anyway.
So about that transition, here we go. All right, I'm going to move on into my third email of the show, and the subject is the back rooms. Interesting. Starts out like this. Hello, Robin and Adam.
Hello.
Hello. This will be the second story related to dreams that I am submitting. I'm going to scroll up and see. This one's from Jeff. Jeff sent us one that we were speaking about last story time about what dreams actually are.
Is it Goldblum?
No. Well, maybe. Who knows?
What if it was? Oh my God, I would cry.
If it was, I'd cry for your career because what are you doing sending us stuff when you should clearly be doing something better with your time?
We are worthy of his time.
He's just got to be a very busy man. Anyways, second story. It has to do with the infamous back rooms. Feel free to share on the podcast. Now, I have always been a believer in the unknown, but having it happen to me firsthand was an experience I will never forget. This story actually takes place about a week ago, and I'm still in a shock-type state from it. I started out at an abandoned oil pump that me and my buddies would hang around and skate at when we were kids. It was ominous since I hadn't seen it in years, yet I could see it in a perfect resemblance to the last time I was there. I was walking around in an overwhelming darkness that just felt threatening in and of itself. Side note, this is me asking, why are you there if it's so dark? I understand wanting to go check something out, but man, who goes to check stuff out in the dark? Getting back to it, I started to hear this unnatural, guttural bellow from something near the sewer manhole beside the pump, and at this point, I knew it was a dream. There we go. Thank you for telling me why you're there in the darkness. You're fucking sleeping. I decided to find the source of the noise and hope it didn't scare me too bad. As I approached it, a large tar-like hand grabbed me by the torso and forced my body through the sewer manhole by bending my body to the point where my spine would break. It felt bad. Not as bad as it should have, but I still felt something. The next thing I knew...
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
That's like a scene out of a horror movie.
It really is. The next thing I knew, I could hear loud fluorescent buzzing and even could see what looked like the inside of an office building. I feel like this exact sensation is describing how I go to work every day. And when I go in the door, it feels like my will to live is being broken in half. Anyways, the next thing I knew, I could hear the fluorescent buzzing of the office building, except there was no furniture and the lights made the floor and walls look yellow. The figure was gone like it was never there, and I was free to explore. I started off by trying to find a way out, as this place gave me a horrible sense of dread and hopelessness. I walked for what seemed like hours trying to escape, but only seemed to be walking in circles. Eventually, I came to a door that led to an empty room with a tall, malnourished figure. Its hair covered its face. I slowly backed away, but it saw me and started running and screaming at me and pulled my head right off my torso.
Oh my, this is terrifying.
This is like a fatality in Mortal Kombat. I woke up in the same place.
Finish him.
Wow. I woke up in the same place the tar figure left me, only to hear screaming again. I was crying at this point and was just waiting to wake up, but figures kept appearing and hunting me, and every time I died, I would just start back at the place that the tar figure had left me.
So rip the head off the torso, so the head's just laying there crying.
So it sounds like.
So that's fucked up.
Yeah. I just like, for me, like, I can wake up out of dreams, so it's difficult for me to understand, like, when a dream should end if it's a nightmare. You know what I mean? Because as soon as I realize I'm in a nightmare, I clench my eyes super, super, super tight, and then when I open my eyes, I see the ceiling of my bedroom. That's the trick I've worked on for a very long time. It's worked since I was a kid.
I can't do that because sometimes I'll wake up and I'll be laying in bed and I see a ceiling, but it's not my bedroom ceiling. It is the ceiling of this nightmare room.
I was like, whose bedroom is it, Robin?
Bad things start coming at me. Like the last one I had was a housekeeper, like of a hotel, and she just came and started like putting my fingers in her mouth. It was fucking weird.
It is weird. The email is
anyway.
not done yet. I'm not sure when it ended. It felt like days in there, and I remember eventually being in a different dream. I never want to go back there. My bravery was punished, and I wouldn't wish this upon my worst enemy. I'm doing better now. I'm taking precautions before I sleep to reduce the chances of nightmares, but I still can't shake the feeling this is something more than a dream, something that defies our realm of comprehension, and something that has much deeper roots. I'm sorry if this spooked you too bad. I just needed to let someone know. I'd like to hear your opinions on this, as I feel it might bring me clarity. Keep on creeping on, guys. What are your thoughts, Robin?
I think it's a good story. It's a horrible, horrible, like, nightmare, but it's pretty solid.
I think consult like dream books and see things like decapitation, demons, tar, stuff like that, office buildings, backbreaking, certain things to represent different parts of like
Do you think the
your
buildings
psyche.
have something to do with it?
I don't know. I think the transition from like a place in your childhood to an office building
I think
definitely says a lot.
I think that's the whole growing up thing. Nobody wants to grow up.
Yeah, there's got to be some other deeper meaning in there. I think the best thing to do when you're trying to find meaning from a dream is to explore if it came from your brain. The possibility of, if this was a brain movie that was played for you while your body rested, why did your brain pick those scenes? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what most of like the dream analytic stuff tries to do. And I would start there and then work towards the more paranormal or supernatural. I wouldn't try jumping straight into it's got to be something paranormal or supernatural, because I think that'll just like lead to anxiety and fear, which does eventually lead to additional nightmares and night terrors. So if you've explored all the other options and you cannot figure it out for the life of you, then you know what? I just do a sleep study. I said it already once in this episode. I sincerely think they help, and that's what I would do. So there you go. Those are my thoughts.
Cool.
Right on. Let's look over in Stream Chat, see if you folks had any thoughts or if we're talking about the emails at all.
So I'm looking at the iPad Apple version of Twitch, and apparently, you know how we have souls on our regular Twitch? Apple has channel points. So channel points are completely different. I wonder if you'd have to look into that with Apple.
I don't have any extensions for Apple plugged into our stuff.
Because it's like totally different options.
What are they?
So you can highlight my message, unlock a random sub emote, send a message in sub only mode, choose an emote to unlock, or modify a single emote.
Choose an emote to unlock. See what happens.
Which one? Oh, there's only 2.
Geez, someone from our marketing department needs to get on that.
There's more, but they're in like the higher tiers.
They're in the subscription tiers.
No, like these are sub tiers too, but I think this is tier 1.
And that's the tier you are. Right?
I'm not subbed right now.
She doesn't even sub her own shit, folks.
So I think these are just tier 1 ones, but I have one in a higher tier that says it's like the ghost with sunglasses on.
Right.
Kind of like Thug Life, I guess.
1-1 was my favorite character from Game of Thrones.
Well, I just wasted a whole bunch. No, I didn't, because I didn't actually choose an emote. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to actually... There was a lot of talk about Jim Carrey and what actually happened to Jim Carrey. So apparently his girlfriend committed suicide, and not in front of him, but left a horrible note about him. So her family blamed him for the whole thing, and that's why he stopped acting for a really long time.
Wow, that's sad. Vivian says, I gotta fly, but check out Subnautica and Shia LaBeouf. If possible, we totally checked out Shia LaBeouf. Totally just kidding. But she's probably already gone. She said, love y'all, bye.
Oh, Glitch says channel points are on Android too now. So I wonder if that's a new thing.
I've never heard of it.
We should look into the channel points thing. Cause,
by we, she means I.
Yeah, you should
I
look
into this.
Okay.
Algebar said, and I'm back. Did I miss anything? You might have came in the middle of a story. Miranda said, on the work comment, in parentheses, a sad guy dude voice. Me too, Adam. Me too. You have it worse than I do, Miranda.
Mondo says, they mentioned it at TwitchCon that they were going to add channel points to all streamers. So, yeah, that's
should probably
cool.
email your streamers and let them know that.
I want to figure out.
And by
what
saying that, they
are.
probably did, and I just didn't read it.
Yeah.
The stuff I read was the fact that all the ads it forces you folks to watch, we actually get like a penny for each one.
No, we don't, really?
Yeah.
I just watched 2 of them. Did I just give us 2 pennies?
Yeah, you did.
Holy.
Thanks for that.
Fucking shit.
Algebar says, office, demon, coincidence? I think not. Exactly. It's some part of your psyche that's rejecting some part of like growing up or maturing or growing old. That's how I sincerely feel when it comes to stuff like that. But the specifics of having a demon rip your head off and not waking up, and then when you like wake up, you're just like waking up in your dream and stuff repeating, like there's something to that I'm pretty sure you're going to have to pay someone a lot of money per hour to really figure out. I have a friend who has a psychologist or a psychiatrist or a therapist, I forget which, and what the distinctions are between them. But he had a dream that was really intense, and when he talked to her, he felt like infinitely better about it. So.
Well, I want to do tarot cards, but I'm too scared.
My old
Because
boss
what
can
if
read
something
tarot
happens?
cards.
You know?
Nothing happens. It's just supposed to read you a story of
What
something
if
that's happened in your
something
life,
horrible happens in the future?
or it'll tell you something that's going to happen in the future, so you can be prepared for it.
It's going to be like, you're having a baby. Congrats.
Is this how you're telling me?
No.
Oh, I was going to high five myself. Yesenia says, my boss is a demon. Algebra says, I'm the boss of myself, so am I a demon? Yesenia says, no, because you're not my boss. And Algebra said, am I? Guessing not, but still, that was a funny exchange, and I appreciated it.
Cool.
I'm caught up.
I'm going to read my email.
Go for it.
All right. So,
Final email.
this final email of the episode, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Comes from October.
The month or the person?
No, for the name of the person is October.
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm the month of October, and I decided to send you a story. My friend September recommended you on Spotify.
That's probably not their real name. Okay.
The first line right there says you can call me October.
Okay. So the subject.
You're gonna share that with us, or were you reading it to yourself?
The subject is I'm hopefully not crazy. Written on October 11th, 2019. So
we're about 2 months behind.
Yeah.
We're still running that 2-month backlog pretty well.
So the email goes. Hello, Adam and Robin.
Hello.
Hello, you got first. Look at that.
Yay for me.
Okay. You can call me October. Any pronoun will suffice. I'm finally writing this down after being very busy with my studies. I've been an avid fan of your podcast and the aesthetic mix of informative research and comedic comfort that you both bring to the table. I've been listening.
It's a beautiful sentence
That
you
is
just
a
wrote there,
beautiful
and it was
sentence.
super nice.
Adam loves writing, so he really appreciates it. I've been listening for a very long time now. I think I started when you were at episode 20 or something. Anyway, I didn't send this just to compliment you both, so let's get right to it.
Oh, bummer. I was really enjoying that first paragraph. Episode 21 is one of my favorite episodes we've ever done. Just saying.
What's episode 21?
It's because I really liked my topic.
What is it?
It's the one with Frenchie.
Oh.
Yeah.
A little background on who I am. I live in the Philippines. Since I was younger, people have told me I was weird and quote-unquote special. I could feel and see things that people shouldn't normally understand and experience. But, and this might sound cliche, I could quote-unquote communicate with spirits and such. I'm not sure if what I feel is true since I am a skeptic myself, but I can't call my experiences mere coincidence, so I thought I would share these with you. For at least 3 years now, I've been dabbling with divination and tarot cards. Holy crap, we just talked about tarot cards earlier in the live stream.
We literally said tarot cards about 2 minutes ago. Coincidence? Yeah. I think probably.
I've been dabbling with divination and tarot cards because I felt drawn to them. I've used them to look into the lives of people, including myself, though I don't do it quite as often anymore because I don't think I should know my own future. I sometimes give advice and divine for others, and I usually get good feedback when others say that what I was saying was horrifyingly accurate. I love that. Horrifyingly accurate. Because of divining, it has become more of a leeway for spirits to find me as well. Though I usually reject their request because I can only communicate and tell events and not in any way capable of fulfilling tasks that they ask. There was this one time, I was looking into someone's future in my room with lit candles. Yes, I have lit candles in a room without ventilation. Don't worry, I won't die yet.
Yeah, be careful with that. I mean, it sounds lit as fuck, but I would be careful.
Lit as fuck? Shut up. Oh my gosh, someone said that the other day. Like, oh, this is lit. I was like, what?
People actually say that?
And
then you start saying it ironically to make fun of them, and then all of a sudden you're just saying it. That's how it happens.
Suddenly, the candle started flickering violently without any wind in the vicinity. I took it as a sign that someone, or something, wanted to talk. This usually happens when I practice, and that's why I stay in my room without any circulation of air, so the candles can remain undisturbed.
Now it makes sense.
I set aside what I was doing before and contacted the ones asking for my attention since they didn't feel bad. They were 2 spirits, a man and a woman, who perhaps knew who we, my family, were. They had introduced themselves as my great-grandparents. Obviously, I took it with a grain of salt, but stayed polite because things can lie, which is just what happened in Annabelle Creation. That's me adding that in. It's not in the email. So they were here, and the woman was asking what I was doing. I said that I was trying to find out something using my cards. And as grandmas do, they don't stop talking and asking questions, which was a bit overwhelming. I've never met her and my great-grandfather before because they'd passed away when I was still an infant. I asked what they were doing here, and they replied that they were just checking to see what was happening in the household. Most of the people in our family are women, by the way, so it's sort of a matriarchy. I told them we were doing fine, and we said some greetings, and they left. That night, while we were having dinner, I told my family members that great-grandma and grandpa came to visit. My family is aware of my eccentricities. My mother laughed, and my two grandmothers felt a bit melancholic. Is that right? Melancholic?
I think so.
They informed me that it was my great-grandfather's birthday.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow. I didn't know, so it came as a little shock to me, but it made sense. That's the end of my little story. I apologize if it's long. Anyway, I still have a numerous fudge. There's not even an A anywhere near there. Anyway, there is. There's one in half.
Holy fucking shit balls. Let me mark it.
Anyway.
Take it a third time. Well, now a fourth time because I talked over it.
Anyway, I still have numerous experiences if you'd like to know more. Thank you so much for your time. And as always, keep on creeping on. Thank you so much, October.
It's a really, really good email.
Send
Shout
us
out
more.
to Emanon, who just gifted a sub to ASB Bunny, which would be the 7th month for ASB Bunny.
Nice.
It's very nice of you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, October, that was an excellent story. The twist at the end where it was your great-grandfather's birthday.
Because it makes sense why they would actually be there with you.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, are they getting time off because it's their birthday, or is it just where they're going back home because it's their birthday? A lot of afterlife questions that
I don't know.
I have from that, but it's like, we're not going to know until we get there, and I'm in absolutely no rush. But that's really nice to know that it's like, it was something that you were suspicious of because you are a skeptic, but at the same time, you treat it with enough respect where it felt welcome enough to tell that to you, and then next thing you know, you're being told it's your great-grandfather's birthday. So, great email. Thank you for sending that in.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to read my YouTube chat, and then Robin's going to read her Twitch chat while I get Marbles on Stream set up. So if you are in YouTube, now is the perfect time to switch over to twitch.tv/scarishpodcast to participate in the races Marbles on Stream to end the night.
They're totally free. It's just another opportunity for you folks to just win some Scary-ish sticker, coaster, things like that. So hop on over, twitch.tv/scarishpodcast. I think that's the coolest website URL.
.tv?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How cool. It's like battle.net. It's just iconic.
They fucking nailed it. Algebar said, also, Adam's hair looks slick. Ookie. Thank you. I appreciate that.
My hair looks slick because it's gross.
No, it's not. Your hair looks great.
At
Lasso says, I'm here early. I'm glad that early is the end of the show, but not the exact end. Algebar said, me too. My dude said, hello. What up, my dude? You have the best name. I love that.
Dude.
That is amazing. Algebar says, hello, my dude. My dude says, I can't believe there's only 7 people. We also have 19 over in Twitch.
Yeah.
We get between like 30 and 50, depending on the night, depending on the season. During the stream, I think we wound up like carrying about 20 the entire stream.
Yeah, I was like, what? People want to watch us play Silent Hill? This is crazy.
A week ago or 2 weeks ago, we carried like 52 the whole show, which was pretty cool. Yesenia says, good night, peeps. It's been real. My dude says, guys, they put... Oh, no. What is that?
Nope. No politics. Keep it.
No politics. Glitch, you're
no
on
politics.
that. You take care of that for us.
Okay, so... Aw, 1:43 a.m. says, Jang Me here. I've been listening, and I miss you guys. Aw, we miss you too, Jang Me. Jang Me Bun.
What up, Jang
call
Me?
her. What do you call her? Jang Me Boone.
I said Jang Me Boone, I think, 'cause I'm stupid. Shout out to Lady M90918, who just subscribed.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate the
Cat
subscription.
Beatrix says, Tarots began as just normal playing cards. Like my roommate in college did mine, and one of my coworkers reads tarot. That's crazy. I'd be really scared. I know a lot of people on Kickstarter make tarot cards, like their fancy tarot card sets, and I just am too scared to even buy any because I don't know. They're really cute, but I just can't bring myself to purchase them.
Right.
You know?
My dude said, sorry. My dude, don't you worry about it. It's just one of those things where we try and keep the craziness of the real world separate so we can just bring everyone together so we can talk about spooky
we
stuff.
just talk about ghosts
and have a good time.
Yeah. So, not ghosts. We talk about cryptids. We talk about legendary creatures and creatures of lore and or whatever. All right. So marbles. Emanon says, Lady M is my wife, Adam and Robin.
Aw, thank you for getting your wife over here. Thank you, Lady M, for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Emanon, for joining us. Thank you, everyone, sincerely. We love it. We love hanging out with you guys.
Oh, Xenoxus is a real person?
Yeah.
Shut up. I saw Xenoxus followed after you had updated the sound, and I thought that was you practicing the sound.
When I practice, it just says Scarish Podcast.
Shut up.
Why?
Hello, because I don't think we said hi to Xenoxus.
We did. I did. I said they joined, they followed us, and there you go. We got the sound tested.
Thank you. Sorry.
Pays no attention to her own show.
Oh my god.
All right,
anyway.
You keep reading your stuff. I'm going to get marbles set up. Anyone who would like to join one more time, switch over to twitch.tv/Scarish Podcast. Xenoxus says, yeah, I'm a real person.
Sorry. I seriously did not notice the notification. I thought it was just Adam doing a test.
So
I am so sorry. Shit. Tabler goes, yay, real people. Cat Beatrix says, the Prisma Visions tarot deck is absolutely beautiful. I want it so much. There are so many tarot decks from all these artists that I love, and they're so gorgeous and they're so cute. I've seen a lot of Final Fantasy ones. They're so nice, and I would love some, but I'm very scared to buy them myself. So I don't know. Xenoxus says, no worries. Gave me a giggle. Thank you for being a good sport about it, because my brain today has been something else.
Today, most days.
Know. Girl Panic says, if you were a robot, that would have been fine too. That's totally true. I love robots. I literally have a tattoo of just robots because I don't know. For a long time, I've just been really into robots, and there's no reasoning for it necessarily. I just think they're really fucking cool.
I'm just saying we support robots. That's why our channel doesn't make you check a box to join us, because we enjoy robots.
mean, I have a whole set of art prints that are classic pieces of art where the people have been replaced by robots. And I just thought it was super cute, so I was like, I have to have it. It's great. Glitch says, I was programmed from Skynet. What's funny is Adam always names his internet Skynet.
Yeah, our network is almost always Skynet.
My sister's house, I set up the internet at my sister's house, so it was called TARDIS, or at one point it was called the Old Republic.
Oh yeah, I remember the Old Republic.
Yeah, I obviously I enjoy Star Wars and I enjoy Doctor Who, but apparently Adam just loves the Terminator.
It's just the best name for any sort of like system of computers connected together.
I love looking at what other people name their internet, their Wi-Fi systems, like FBI data node or something.
Yeah, FBI data collection node.
Things like that. Thank you so much, Kamikaze Panda, for subscribing. They use their Twitch Prime, which is a great segue into Twitch Prime and how you can get Twitch Prime. If you folks are members of Amazon Prime, you can actually go to our website, scarish.com. There is a link down at the bottom for Twitch Prime. You just click on it. You can connect your Amazon Prime to your Twitch account. Twitch account's absolutely free. Amazon Prime just kind of gives you a whole bunch of bonuses when you connect it to your Twitch. And one of those bonuses...
You just said that so hard. To your Twitch. Keep going.
One of those bonuses is you can subscribe to a channel of your choice once every 30 days. Hopefully that channel is us. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but we would definitely appreciate it. You guys, it's free money, a free subscription. So, I mean, being able to support the people that you like, hopefully us, for nothing out of your pocket is pretty great. So, yeah.
I would just like to point out that Glitch said, LOL, no shit that my Wi-Fi is Skynet. Haha. Further solidifying our friendship. All right, so going to go ahead and get this thing set up so that I don't miss any events while we're doing this. And I'm going to try and transition us over to Marbles on stream. It says the scene is active. Robin's thing is paused, like it always is when we do this. Emanon says Skynet has become self-aware.
Monda Alba says, speaking of Twitch Prime, they had a discount for Twitch gear on Amazon, and they also have TwitchCon gear on there. I would love like a Twitch shirt or a Twitch sweatshirt, but I just can't bring myself to pay for it.
If you would go ahead and type !vote, then a space, then the number that corresponds with the track that you would like to race, we can get a track picked. It is season 14. It started December 18th, which was yesterday. It goes till January 26th.
No, the 18th is today.
Which is today. Whatever.
Is it?
Yes, it is. We had this talk earlier today, in fact.
But you told me it was the 19th today.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't remember me ever saying that to you.
You're a liar.
All right. The votes are pouring in. It is nice to see.
Mountain Mingle sounds hot.
I thought you were
Was
talking
that
about.
weird?
Yeah, I thought you were talking about one of the people that joined the channel. I was like, that was weird.
No.
I just realized I haven't voted because I'm not in the chat. I'm monitoring the chat. So let me get that. Touch that. Flick
Laura
that.
Ann said, once again, it didn't say that I subscribed through Prime.
You have to tell it to share.
Yeah, I guess you have
in
to
the
share
channel. It should say it like in the channel, like you subscribe for the X amount of time, and then once you click share, it should post it.
Lots of voting. Oh, the scriptery is in. Hello.
What up, Scriptery? Welcome back from the world of school.
We still need to watch The Royal Baby.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I saw on our Netflix account that it said, would you like to watch again?
I've never seen The Royal Baby. I would love to watch The Royal Baby. Maybe it played while we were sleeping. There's no way, though. There's no way. I don't know.
Thank you, Laura Ann, for subscribing for the however many times in a row you've subscribed. It really annoys me that it doesn't let it show. There's got to be something wrong there.
Let it show.
I'm sure that'll do it. Right now, Coils of Power is in the lead. It only has 3 votes because our votes are scattered. There's a lot of 2s. There's a lot of 1s out there. So we'll give it another revolution through the numbers, and then we're going to go forward. The Hamburglar says, you can accidentally click the X. I did that today. All right. Why the hell won't it show on our side, though?
Yeah,
so
we
that
should
can share
see
it for you.
Yeah, we should be able to. It just doesn't make sense.
That's why I have the Twitch companion app downloaded on my phone, because we don't have the space in this office to have my laptop on the desk that I read off of, then also the computer monitor there, and the computer monitor right now shows us Marble on Stream, so I don't have a monitor for monitoring the stream, so I use my phone, and it's not showing up, which is very, very annoying.
Let's see. Glitch asked if we've watched The Mandalorian. We've only watched the first episode. We're very behind, so please no spoilers. All I know is I see way too much Baby Yoda stuff everywhere.
We're going to go with Coils of Power because it is in the lead and it's cycled through one more time. Record time to complete this track was 2 minutes and 16 seconds. Let's see if we can beat that. That's good.
ASB Bunny says the new episodes are already out in Australia.
Wow, no spoilers.
Is it because they're from the world of tomorrow.
Exclamation point play to join the race and get your marble on stream.
That doesn't make as much sense.
What?
That voice with that sentence.
Why not?
Not as cool.
Whatever.
Lots of people joining. I'm really happy.
We got 16 marbles on stream right now. 17. We're going to wait just a little while and see how many folks we can get in. That sounded dirty. And then we'll go 18 marbles on stream. Thank you, Xenoxis, for joining us as well. We'll let a little bit of time go by before we start this. I'm not in a huge rush. I mean, we only have a little bit of Christmas decorating and then stuff to do after that. So
I don't think we're going to do a lot of Christmas decorating tonight, though.
That was the plan for me and my mom, so I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, she said...
Kamikaze Panda 17, thank you for joining us.
She said we can do it between today and tomorrow.
Oh, well, she told me before we started that she was probably going to start doing Christmas decorating before we got done, and then when we got done, we could join in.
Oh, okay.
So, all right. I'm going to go ahead and click Start Countdown. You'll have 10 seconds from the moment I click this button to join the first race. Again, Mike Wazowski, TTV, holds the record for this track. It starts out with a funnel, which anyone who's watched us knows I hate, because it's a slow way to get going. But we'll see. It does look like a mouth. Kind of.
It does kind of, with the marbles on stream words looking like teeth.
Yeah, let's look around here.
It looks cool.
It's a lot of falling. I hate the loop-de-loops, though, because they're so boring because you max out on your speed.
Oh.
All right, let's see where everyone's at circling this hole that looks like an anus. This is the first race of the season, so it's very important to get a good start.
Laura Ann says, I have an ugly sweater contest at work tomorrow. Mine has a dinosaur on it. That's cute.
That is cute.
One of our IT guys today had a Wu-Tang Clan sweatshirt, like a actual ugly Christmas sweater that had like the W's all over it,
That's
and
pretty
it had
awesome.
like the killer clown dude person
So
on the
when
front.
he had that on, he ain't nothing to fuck with.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. The W's looked like dragons to me.
Miranda, who was in our YouTube channel, came in second at work for our ugly sweater contest. She should have been first. Everyone knows it, which is pretty cool. This is boring as balls. Someone get through this hole and let's get this thing going. It looks like Robin's going to be first. Maybe it's hard to tell because I'm so bored I might fall asleep. Holy shit. We've spent over a minute circling the first part of this fucking level. Okay,
Everyone's
I lied.
starting to go in though.
Actually, Faison, Luna Bin, and Robin were the first three to get through. We'll follow Actually Faison to see what happens. He's going for the portal. Luna Bin misses the portal as well. And we're just going to back out and see how everyone splits.
I like
see
the
if anyone
texture
teleports
on the map.
through.
It looks cool.
It looks I like the texture. I don't like the color scheme, but I'm weird.
Do you think it's Christmassy?
Maybe.
It's all
That
red
might be
and
it.
green.
Oh, there's a bunch of those things down there. Someone teleported. Where'd they go? Everyone look around. Does anyone see anything? Everyone look around. I think they went backwards. That sucks. All right. Actually, Faison is still in first place. They made it through that line of balls, or I should say boxes. Girl Panic 95 is in second place now. We're in loop-de-loops again, so we're going to pull out.
Stop making these stupid jokes.
They're not jokes. It's just they're funny. Miranda says, just cover yourself in bows. Yeah, she like had a sweater and like a normal outfit, and she like basically decorated herself like a package or a Christmas tree, and she went up in second place.
Wow.
Which got her some dollar bills, y'all.
How many dollar bills? Why didn't you make one?
I was going to make one that was like, it just looked like one of our projects.
I was literally like wrapping gifts. I could have wrapped you up.
Girl Panic 95 takes the first victory of this season. That's pretty good because there's 3 portals that you have to dodge in order to get through there, and you zigzag through all of those annoying boxes that slow everything down and stop you. So pretty good. I think you're going to get 19 points. I think you end up getting a point per marble in the race. Ryan Chark says, hi, hello, thank you for joining us. We're just wrapping up the stream with some marbles on stream. Actually, Faison comes in second place. The winner, Girl Panic, will email storytime@scarish.com with an address that we can send something to, and you'll get a little piece of Scarish merch. So thank you for joining us.
Apparently the standings aren't showing up on the regular screen. Is it? Oh, you know what? Is it because the screen?
It's too wide.
Yeah, it's too wide.
It's probably too wide.
So we just, it's pushed off to the side. We just have to edit the screen before our next.
I don't know why it does that back and forth.
Oh, no, I don't know. I don't know, but we're editing it right now.
Where did it go? I don't know. No one knows. Oh, there it is. Why is it so small, Adam? Because I'm fixing it. Okay, there it goes. This has started happening since I got a 4K monitor. I'll just say that. So, there you go. Lunabin came in third.
Is it because your
Eminon's
monitor's
fourth,
so
and
big?
Xeonoxus is fifth. It's because it switches resolutions between the scenes, and I think it's messing with it. Plus, we had to do some adjustments for it when we did the live stream for the games. So there we go. Our first race has concluded because that's the wave of death. Girl Panic, congratulations. Don't forget to mail us and let us know. Well, you only got 7 points. They changed the point system in this all the time. I don't like it. But 7 points compared to everyone else is like way up there. So pretty good stuff. Miranda says, LOL, yes, next year, Robin, do it. I'll just go in there and I'll look pissed all day and it'll be hilarious. All right, we're going into the race menu, but we're going to go do the battle mode because everyone likes the battle mode.
Oh, Eminon asked if we can just do a regular race instead of versus.
We can do a regular race. Well, here's the deal.
Let's.
I don't know how to take a vote. Yeah, some people toss out whether or not you'd like to do a regular race
races
or Royale.
Yeah.
Standard or Royale. Just let us know. In the meantime, I'm going to click on shop because there's an exclamation point bouncing around. So a bunch of these are Christmas themed. This is what the marbles would look like if we got a winter penguin marble.
Oh, that one's cute.
It is. It costs 100 coins. And even though we race all the freaking time, we only have 45 coins given to us. So
everyone's saying race. Just do another race.
Race it is. We're doing another race. Standard, exclamation point, vote, space, the number that corresponds with the track that you would like to race.
Boom. Ashley Faison says, what's bonus? That looks new. I don't know. But apparently, when you race 5 races, you get some type of bonus because it says 1 out of 5 at the end of the results. I don't know if you checked that out.
On the results screen?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's got to be something new for season 14, or it's not new and we've just never noticed it before, which is also likely. Cosmic Chaos is in first place right now. I think it had 4 votes. However, Girl Panic, who was our winner from the first race, they voted for Space Station. So somehow we wind up with a tie. We take this one, which is the previous winner, the previous race's winner's vote. So we don't have to do a rando. So we'll let it scroll one more time, and then we'll go ahead and pick most likely Cosmic Chaos.
Actually, Faison says there's no Christmas tracks, which is strange because there were 4 for Halloween. I also think that's really weird. But there are a lot of like snowy tracks.
I think the reason is that they probably redid the same tracks, but probably made it like Christmas themed or Christmas colors. Because a lot of these get like redone in different skins when they do the new season. So wouldn't be shocked if that was the case. Honestly, it was a pretty big update I just had to download while Robin was vamping. And the reason that she did such a good job is because I didn't tell her to. I didn't even let her know. I just let her go. Just cut her loose, and she did a great job. Good job.
I picked Frozen 2.
You picked Frozen 2. That's funny.
Because
so you're the
Frozen
one person
2.
that picked 40. All right, it's looking like it's going to be Cosmic Chaos. Everything is just scattered. There's a lot of votes that just say 1s, and then Cosmic Chaos had 4. The next time we see Cosmic Chaos, we will click it. We will check the stats, and then we will erase it. We don't know when that's going to be, though. There it is. Cosmic Chaos, you are the winner. Record time is 1 minute and 55 seconds, set by Little Siha? Or Little's I-Ha? However you want to say it.
Laura Ann says, still haven't seen Frozen 2.
Exclamation point play to join in the race.
So my favorite part of Frozen 2 is the fact that Kristoff does a whole like
80s
power ballad, yeah. And it's just so cute, and it, as someone who kind of grew up with all the music videos being like that,
right?
It's just, it was so
like it has guitar riffs like the 80s. And I was like this is
it was
awesome.
Like a music video where just the head is talking, just the head is singing in the corner, overlaid everything, and it was just really good.
All right, we're up to 18 marbles on stream. I think we had 18 or 19 last race. Let's try and get to 20 before we get this thing going. Excuse me. So let's get a few more people in there. I know we have 24 people watching us on Twitch right now. At least that's what my counter says over there in the restream thing. That might not be accurate, but I would love to see. There we go. Robin finally joined in.
Sorry. OGTD67 says, I miss you guys. I know you haven't gone anywhere, but I just needed to take a mental break for a bit. Been like 8 months. I'm going to binge and catch up on some episodes. Just needed a mental break. Been through a lot, but I miss you guys. Much love. Hashtag Eliza Douche Canoe.
That's awesome. Just so you know, we will always be here when you come back. You take a break for as long as you need. It does not bother us at all. We get so excited when you folks come back, and when you leave, it's not that we don't notice. We just know it's because it's you taking care of you, and that is the most important thing.
Yes.
So it is absolutely okay, and thank you for saying hi. We appreciate you popping in. We are up to 20. I'm super happy right now. I'm going to wait about 10, 15 more seconds, then I'm going to click start.
Sutato.
I've Lost in the Woods stuck in my head now.
It's such a good song.
Damn it, I'm getting sick. Song. I'm so annoyed right now.
Aw, the Hamburglar says, you guys are amazing human beings. Thank you. But I'm not a human being. I'm an alien. No, what was I going to say now?
10 seconds to join in the race. Was it about Lost in the Woods? Was it about Frozen 2?
It wasn't about Lost in the Woods. It wasn't about Frozen 2 either. Oh, do you guys know what the name of the PC in Pokemon Sword and Shield is? Because I know your phone is called the Rotom phone or something, but what's the PC called? I don't even know.
I think there's someone at the beginning of the game that tells you, like when you first walk in there.
Oh, damn
They're like, that Pokemon likes to hang out on the blah, 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 blah. All right, another funnel. Because no one's fucking original. While we're fighting through that, let's see what this track looks like, shall we? It's a spaceship. It's really friggin' cool. And we got through that pretty quick. Kamikaze Panda. Kamikaze Panda. Holy shit. 17. First place, ASB Bunny. Second place, Glitch. And 143AM fighting out for third. We got some loop-de-loops.
Technically it's Kamikaze Panda.
Thank you for that. Just going to call you Panda. You know who's not here? Are the Meadowses.
Oh, my Lanta.
I'm going to text them and be like, hey, friends that are better friends than we are. Why weren't you in our stream tonight? Kamikaze Panda is still in first place until 1:43 a.m. and actually Faison just took the lead. This is getting weird. It's like all anti-gravity. That looks like an anus. And
You think everything with a hole looks like that. You're so weird. Shut up.
All right. Robin is trying to take the lead and ruin this for everyone. Lady M just fell off the edge and has been eliminated. That is sad. Robin is definitely in the lead. But these golf tees are poking out and slowing things down. Actually, Faison's trying to catch up. The scriptery.
Y'all can't catch me.
Here
I'm the
comes the
gingerbread man.
scriptery. Not okay with Robin leading the race, which she is doing. Killsma and Emanon have also started to catch up. And Killsma has taken the lead. Emanon has taken the lead back. This is getting interesting. We're coming up on the end. We got a bumpy road up ahead. How in the fuck do you keep taking the lead back? This isn't fair. Everyone type in > kill the Robin Grace.
You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
My friend John used to say that all the time. It's so annoying. All right, zigzagging through the racetrack right now. If anyone takes a solid line on the side, past all these obstacles that slow you down, they can take this win from Robin. Otherwise, no one gets anything. Laura Ann 588 was eliminated. Robin takes first place. There is no God. Emanon is trying to get second. Whoever takes second place is the person who actually
wins something. So Emanon, you have won one of tonight's races. So email us at storytimeascaryish.com and let us know if there's a particular design sticker or window cling or coaster, and I will package that up and mail it out to you. Probably won't get there before Christmas, but it will get there eventually.
Emanon, congratulations. The scriptery came in third, so she was trying to give you a run for your money. Actually, Faze on fourth, Lunabin fifth, and we got Glitch and Cat Beatrix trying to finish it out.
Atlas says, my marble is booty trash. What the fuck?
Cat Beatrix is coming down the pipe. I think you're going to make it in here before that wave of death affects you, unless you get caught on one of these pegs. Nah, you're good, dog. Congratulations, the Robin Grace. You don't have a subscriber ball because you don't support our own podcast. You got 8 points.
Woo!
Which is horseshit because the person before you got 7.
So the bonus is 1 out of 5 still? I don't understand.
I guess email them and ask them what's going on with it.
I'm too lazy to email them.
It's too hard to figure out. They change it all the time. So we definitely didn't break the record, but we got kind of close. It took you 2 minutes and 4 seconds. The local record, or the world record, was 1:55. So that's pretty good. Am I right? A lot of history down that road.
Mondo Alba says Rotom Computer is the name of that PC, apparently, or something like that. I'm sure. They say it's because Rotom Pokemon aren't in all of the items, so they all start with Rotom because it has something to do with
that.
Them.
Makes sense. All right. That was Marbles on Stream. That was fun. Don't forget to email storytime@scarish.com or reach out to us on our social medias. I know Emanon reaches out to us on our Facebook, so that will also work.
Yes,
you can
that'll work
too. Us on Facebook with the request of a design that currently exists. You said sticker-wise, correct?
Sticker or coaster or we have window clings too. Just let me know.
That works. Yeah, just reach out to us, let us know, and then a mailing address we can send it to.
Yep.
All right. Scoochin', gonna wrap this up.
Just like a gift, because it's Christmas this coming week.
Last Christmas, I gave you my fart. Yeah, I'm like the next Weird Al people. Pretty fucking talented.
Wow.
So that's everything that we have for this episode 97 of Storytime. We're almost at the century mark for the episodes we have dedicated 100% to listener-submitted stories, which is pretty amazing that we've been able to do so many of these. Thank you so much to everyone in the past who has sent in their stories, and tonight who has sent in their stories. Thank you to everyone who joins us to watch live at youtube.com/scaryish and twitch.tv/scaryish podcast. It's amazing to have folks to interact with while we read these and not only talk about the stories, but talk about kind of whatever's going on right now in your lives. It's really fun to get to know you. Shout out to Glitch Grim, who's our moderator in YouTube and Twitch at the same time. We sincerely appreciate you. It's really awesome to have people share their stories with us, because some of them are like deeply personal, some of them are profound, and some of them are just funny. Like, you know, when you have a sibling who's playing a trick on you with another sibling, which is why you got to have at least 3 kids, 1 to torture and 2 to torture them. So that was a really funny story. I really enjoyed that one. So I enjoyed all of them, let's be real. So if anyone has a story that you would like to send us, please email storytime@scarish.com. You can also go to our website, scarish.com, and click on the Contact Us. Don't even do that. You screw up words all the time. Scarish.com, click on Contact Us, fill out that form. It comes directly to us. You can also hit us up on our social medias, facebook.com/scarishpodcast, @scarishpod for Twitter, and @scarishpodcast for Instagram. For the people who want to give us money, how can they do so, Robin?
Why do you have to say it like that?
Dollar bills, y'all. Dirty money 2020. How can they do that?
You can go to patreon.com/ patreon.com/scarish podcast. Those are monthly donations. There's a whole bunch of different tiers on there. You can check it out. Tiers start at $1, and it gives you access to ad-free episodes. If so, check that out. I think that's a pretty cool perk. And then you can do coffee, ko-fi.com/scarish podcast, and those are one-time donations. All those donations help us upgrade our studio setup.
They do indeed. They really, really, really help. And we got some stuff coming down the pipe. We mentioned it to the folks that were watching us live, and I don't know if we mentioned it actually in the episode, but we played Silent Hill 2 on Saturday. It was really awesome. People came out. We got donations. We had a lot of fun. We gave away some free merchandise. So when we have game streams coming up in the future, which will be more frequent than they have been in the past, we will let you know, and we hope you join us because it's a really fun time. And Silent Hill 2 is very difficult to control, but for some reason I actually started to have a lot of fun with it. So we're definitely going to go back to it and beat that game, and I can't wait to do it.
Yeah. Oh, also, Glitch reminded me just now that our hard enamel pin pre-orders are up in our Etsy shop. So
gross.
Sorry.
I'll mark that nastiness.
So if you folks would like to get your hands on a set or one or the other of the hard enamel pins, I'm really excited because I've never made them before, and I really hope you folks like them. So go over to our Etsy. The link is on our website, scarish.com. Go down to the bottom. There's a link to our Etsy shop, and you can pre-order either the set of both, or you can order one or the other. It's really up to you. But you get pre-order pricing, and right now everything is also 10% off if you spend $15 or more. So this is going to be the cheapest price you're going to get them for. I think one pin's $11, and then if you get the set, it's $20. And then you get 10% off if you buy both. So it's pretty cool. You guys can go check that out. Yeah.
What are the pins, Robin, for the people who haven't seen them yet?
So our new icons that we've created for our podcast, I guess, with the cat and the skeptical bear, they've become hard enamel pins. So
they're almost like little emoticons. One of a kitty cat
like little emotes.
And one of a bear. But the bear has a skeptical face because the bear represents me because I'm skeptical. So they're pretty cool. You can buy one or buy both.
They're getting manufactured right now, so
they have been ordered. We're very, very excited, and thank you to the folks who have already pre-ordered theirs. Y'all are amazing. We were out to dinner with my aunt and uncle there in town, watching the orders roll in.
Yeah, I was just like,
Robin was losing her mind. It was super, super cool. So that was a really special experience, and it's happened to us because of you. So thank you so much. But I do think that is everything that we have for episode 97 of Storytime. So Robin, do your thing, girl, and sign us out.
Do your thing, girl. Keep on creeping on, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.